Hey guys, hey people. Thank you guys. I was still trying to, add monetization, and YouTube is here telling me that is not ad suitability. I had to change my title and it still didn't make any change. Anyway, I don't want to query them for whatever they think is right. Hey, see all my beautiful people. What I wanted to discuss today is about side chicks and long distance relationship. But YouTube is flagging my title, so I took the title down. And still, they're saying my title is not ad suitability. So, pardon me for changing that quickly. I want to appreciate all of you. Beautiful Rosie, thank you for joining. Thank you, Vivian's Reality. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, Rosie, thank you, Zubim, that's how I like to call your name. Thank you, beautiful. Be yourself. I just love your name. I struggle with pronouncing your name before, but thank God I heard it and I heard you say it in one of your videos. So I said, okay, can you imagine? It just be yourself. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining me today. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video as you come in. And if you want to jump in, please don't mind my title. YouTube made me change the title, and still this video is not fully monetized. If you want to jump in, I'm going to drop the link for you to jump in. I'm talking about distance relationship and side chick. So my topic was side chick is it as a resultant of long distance relationship. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video for me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. So guys, let me drop my link as well uh, so that we can have discussion on this particular topic. Rosie is laughing. Honest, that's what I want to discuss. They said it's not added suitability. I said, can you imagine these people? I had to change that, and still they did not update it. So I might as well put the topic back because that's what I want to talk about. Okay, that's still the title. No wonder they did not change it. You see. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I made a video few hours ago, your early hours of the morning, and it was a very short video, like an update about Mercy Aigbe and her new husband, and the reaction from the first wife. And that's why I brought this topic to discuss today. So if you want to jump in with me. I think I dropped the link. I hope I did. Oh, I did not. So how you all doing in your various locations? How you all doing? I hope everyone is doing okay and holding on well. Thank you all for joining me today. I didn't want to do this because the time has passed my regular live stream. And since the whole of February, I didn't do live stream because of the Olympic Games. So I just said, let me come and catch up with my beautiful friends on YouTube. Hey, I'm Ketchy. Mama, you enjoying big time in Paris. I say you know be better person. You could have told me, let's plan this trip together so that we all meet in Paris. Eh? But anyways, I'm so glad you guys, went on vacation. Sometimes we really need these vacations, honestly. It kind of helps us relax a little bit out from our destination and then get to see what is happening in other areas. I love all your pictures. I love the videos. So keep them coming. Make sure you upload more on Paris visit. And I believe a lot of people will benefit from that as well. Tell us places to visit so that those that have not been to Paris before will be able to know as a first timer where to go and have fun in Paris. So don't forget that. I'm catching. Thank you, beautiful Vivian, for joining me today. My topic today is side chick. Is he a resultant of long distance relationship? How did I even title that? Okay, some of them have changed. YouTube is not monetizing my my topic, but it's okay. We move. So, guys, how are you all doing in your various locations? How are you all doing? I trust you guys are doing well. And how is YouTube treating each and every one of you? YouTube is deep. When I mean is deep, YouTube is indeed deep. And so far, I don't even want to talk more about you, much about YouTube. His wahala is too much. So, guys, let me know what you think. So, Messi Ayibe's and her new husband, they granted interview yesterday. To me, I felt they were trying to justify the reason they got married. And if you really ask me, I don't think that justification is necessary because they've made their decisions and they are going by decisions. So you don't need public opinion to like support you in your decision, especially when it comes to relationship. Is a thing of two people. It takes two to get into a relationship. So I think, in my own opinion, they would have left that their situation the way it was, as everything was beginning to die down. People are no longer talking about Messi and her new husband, and all of a sudden they just did that interview. I don't think they did the right thing for themselves. I strongly believe they did a lot of disservice to themselves by bringing it up. See my beautiful sister Uju. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate your presence. So today I'm talking about um side chick. Is it a resultant of distant relationship? I believe most of us that followed the Messi Ayibe story, we know the husband to Messi's new husband, the first wife lives in the US. She actually lives in my state. So she lives in the US and the man lives in Nigeria. So you can understand. Um, I was in a live stream last week. Somebody talking about reasons why women cheat in marriages and all of that. Why married women cheat. Okay, Rosie is here. Sorry, sweetheart, I didn't see you on time. Let me get you in. Thank you so much, Rosie, for jumping in. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so sorry, Rosie. I didn't see that on time. So sorry. Thank you for jumping in. So feel free to give us your opinion and your thoughts. If a side chick is a resultant of a long distance relationship, or does it really mean that men will always cheat if they want to cheat? So okay, Rose dropped. I don't know why. So let me add Nzube. Nzube, that's how I love to call your name, Nzube.
Hello, sis.
Welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for jumping in. I really appreciate.
Thank you for having me. You
So
always
let me
bringing.
know what you think. Okay, feel free to let us know what you think. Is side chick a resultant of long distance relationship? Especially my case study today is a Messi Ayibe's story. That's actually what I'm trying to review. So feel free to take over the mic.
You're always bringing interesting topics. I think the first time I joined your life and I was up here, it was a boss situation as well.
Mhm.
Okay. Really, I watched the video you uploaded today, and right in my heart, because what the part where she was saying she married her best friend, blah 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 blah. Listen, there are decisions you take in life. Okay, you're human. There's a part of you God has created. God has given us that. It's just that some of us choose to ignore that part of us that tells you if you're doing something right or something wrong. You don't have to force people to accept your decision so as to look good in the eyes of people. Okay, if you've made your decision and you feel like you're happy with it, fine. But there's something you should understand. We're free to make decisions, but we're not free from the consequences of our decisions. It could be either good or bad. So when it's sweet, enjoy it. If it turns out the other way, be ready to bear it. I mean, you're a full-grown adult. Okay, she is a full-grown adult, I mean. Um, Personally, I don't think that cheating is as a result of long distance relation. It could be um what's the word I'm looking for? It could cause it, but it doesn't justify it. Just like I would say, um being faithful, it's not your level of spirituality, it's discipline. Okay, so this has nothing to do with distance. It has nothing.
Yeah,
If
sorry
you
about that.
It's fine. If you have it inside of you, you have it inside of you. Okay. There's no smoke without fire.
Mm-hmm.
Before watching your video, I read the man's ex-wife to be, like, she posted right up on Instagram, and you could see that there is some atom of truth. I cannot say everything is true, but you could see that, somehow there's something fishy somewhere. Okay. um these celebrities, they do things. Let's not even go there. No, truly. Okay, I remember the days when I used to go for auditions. I remember the days when, I was trying to get into the industry. I had the right people to push me in, to the glory of God, somehow. Okay, but did that stop people? But they were not in Nigeria anyways, they were outside Nigeria. But did that stop the producers I was meeting, and directors, from playing funny? It didn't stop them. You going there and saying, "Oh, okay, I was recommended because they get to call them and say, I'm sending so person to you." Did it stop them from being funny? It didn't stop them. Okay, so when you get there, a lot happens. It takes a lot of discipline for you to say no. Okay, I've been in a situation where there's a particular producer that wanted to, I wouldn't want to say, the way it is. And I took part in one of his movie, and because of I refused, and I didn't even stay till the end of the production, he cut off the part where I was in. I think it was just one scene he left at the end of the yes. But do I care? No, I really don't care. I think I had just finished secondary school then, and I really wanted to. I've always
You
wanted to
just
be
finished
there.
secondary school as young as you were, and they were
Yeah.
looking at, oh my goodness.
No, a lot happens. So if I tell you, if open my mouth to tell you something, I saw a lot. I saw a lot. When people come out and say things, I just laugh. I saw a lot of things. It's just that I'm not someone that I saw a lot of things that if I begin to make videos on them, people will be shocked. I'm not a clout chaser. I want to build a brand in my own name. I don't want to build a brand based on, I don't want people to know me for controversies
Yeah.
or sharing some kind of stories. You understand? Yeah. If not, I saw a whole lot. So at some point, my mom said, and being that I tell my mom every, my mother just said, "You know, face what is facing you. You better face school. You better face school." So I turned. These people, I don't know if they've sold their conscience, both the married and the unmarried. There are very few of them that are really, 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 really heads up. There are very few. And you can tell, when you look at them, you can actually tell. Okay? The rest don't care. They would see, you would eat with them from one plate, and they are hitting on your husband right in front of you, and they want to justify it. Yes. They want to justify it. They don't care, as long as they're satisfying whatever it is they feel they want. She didn't marry him for money. What did she marry him for? For love. May we hear word, I beg. See, there are decisions you take. Yeah, there are things you take. There are times when you take certain decisions. Yeah, you have money, it doesn't mean you cannot marry a man because of money. there are probably certain things she saw and she wanted, and she felt, oh, okay, damn the consequences. And some men no get shame. Sorry to say, a lot happens here. A
Yeah,
lot
I want
happens
I
here.
want to quickly say something. I had Rosie on, but I lost. I forgot to have I should have introduced her when she was up here. And sorry to cut you short on that. Sorry, Rosie, if you're still there, I do apologize about that. So you are making quite a great point here. And on the comment section as well, they are really letting, expressing themselves. I'm going to read one. Be yourself. She said, I believe when Mercy's first husband accused her and her new husband of infidelity, there was truth there. There is no smoke without fire. When that came out, I personally was like, okay, this man should not, behave like a woman. That's one thing that came to my mind. He should let go. Mercy is off his this my daughter's alarm. Mercy is off his radar. He should let go. But then again, when everything started coming up, I was like, maybe there was something this man knew that he wanted to tell social media, but the likes of me weren't listening. So let me okay, Vivian wants to come in, but he's telling me there will be no connect. There need to be device not connected. Vivian, I'm not sure your device is connected. So it's asking that your device should be connected before I add you. Okay, she's gone. So let me allow you to continue. Also, my sister here, Sister Ju, said, I don't know much about Mercy Aigbe and her spouse. Yeah, Mercy Aigbe is a Nigerian Nollywood actress. She acts Yoruba films a lot. She's huge on Yoruba films. She has a daughter who is an adult now, schooling in Canada. That was before she got married to Larry. Larry, I can't remember his last name. So the
Gentry.
marriage, Gentry, yeah, the marriage lasted for a few years, and the guy, gave it to Mercy by beating her up and all of that. It was really very, very bad and very violent. So Mercy had to walk out of the marriage in terms of domestic abuse and all of that. So now Mercy now got married to another man who happens to be married to a lady that lives in the US. And the new husband is a Muslim. So he's now taking his shield under the umbrella of, I'm a Muslim, I'm entitled to many wives. And in that sense, I give it to him. He has right to say that in Islam, you're entitled to marry at least 4 wives at a time if you want to. So there are things coming up now. A lot of people accuse Mercy of breaking the friend's marriage, especially when the ex-husband came and opened up, said that this was what led to their divorce, that Mercy was busy cheating behind him. So it became drama that nobody trusted Mercy. She began to lose public trust and public perception and all of that until yesterday. They now made an interview to justify the reason why they got married. I'm just giving the nutshell summary of Mercy Aigbe, the husband, and the new one. And I do have new people in the house. I have Dominant Man. Thank you, brother, for joining. Thank you so much. I have Unique Lady P. Thank you for joining as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let me get Nzube, because I love the wisdom coming out from these young girls, honestly. So let me leave the floor for her again. Thank you so much, Nzube.
Thank you, sis. Then I think I watched the part where the husband says in years to come that people would want to emulate him. Emulate what exactly? Really, at the end of the day, I just felt like in the interview they were all blabbing.
Yeah.
You can't actually make something out of it. From what she said, from what he said. You guys can obviously they both actually they sit down to think. They both can actually see that whatever it is they said made no sense. So sorry to say. Sorry, an airplane is passing.
It's
It
okay.
made no sense. Okay, you coming out to say, "Oh, I married my best friend." Have you been marrying your enemy all this while? I'm sure when you married Larry, and when people asked you, "Oh, why did you marry Larry?" "Oh, I married my best friend. He gives me peace of mind." Let's see how long that peace of mind lasts. I'm not saying I wish them bad, okay, but you don't somebody does the truth is this year, for whoever that is being friends with a Nollywood actor or actress, um even the ones that say they are married, there are very few of them that are really, really disciplined, because there's this high competition. Most of them don't make their money from the acting, okay. Is now that acting is really beginning to give money, but you can tell the kind of movies that you would feature in that really give you good money, okay. A lot of them have side businesses, and have businesses on the side. I'm sorry to say, a lot of them are also into other things that are really not so clear. So they will do anything, all right. They will do anything. So I wouldn't doubt the fact that, oh, okay, yeah, has she even come out to debunk the fact that, oh, this lady is lying, I was never her friend? She
Yeah,
hasn't done that. Has she
yeah.
debunked that? Has she told us how she met that man? You see,
That
when
was
two people are,
Sorry about that. That was exactly what I thought I was going to hear from the interview. Like, let me read Rosie's comments here. Rosie said, where is it? The interview was embarrassing and shameful. They actually dressed up for that. She's asking a question. So you mean they actually dressed up for that interview? I was expecting Mercy, if she really wants public opinion, to, like, give her accolade to jump into to conclude her marriage. If you were expecting us, I was expecting her to say, guys, I do not know this lady from Adam. We never
Mhm.
met until that party, until her husband's party. I was just a guest. And afterwards, being in industry in Yoruba movie, the guy is also a producer, and I happened to meet this man that I'm married.
Man,
But that wasn't the interview. If you really sat down to review that interview, she came here to tell us that she is well off. She's very rich. She didn't marry the man for money, and
she's been changing naira to dollar to pay school
and
fees.
to pay school fees. That's not the question at hand. The issue at hand, you guys, we are trying to make yourself look good after you marry somebody's husband. But let me make a correction here. The guy is a Muslim, so he's entitled to marry more than one wife. You
Of
understand? But
course.
in Islam, in Islamic law, if you're going to marry other wives, make sure
Yeah.
you love them equally. Make sure you treat them equally. Make sure you provide for them equally. You understand? But I don't think that's the case here, especially if you read the statement coming from the first wife's um, Instagram page. I even wrote the lady when I saw that statement. I wrote her on Facebook that if she's willing for an interview, I wouldn't mind driving to her place for an interview. You understand? Because
Yeah.
people need to hear her truth. And
Yeah.
I really was happy when I saw her reaction, because all this while she has refused to say anything. So people were just speculating, abusing Mercy and the man. But her coming out to say Mercy was her friend, she introduced Mercy to her husband, she invited them to the party. And then Mercy started, getting so intimate with her husband in the other room, since Mercy's first son was 5
5
months
months.
old. The boy we are talking about is over 8 years old
Mhm.
right now. So imagine how long Mercy has been with this man.
Man.
Oh, I do have Unique
Hello
Lady on the
everyone.
platform here. So
Hi, Unique.
thank you for
Hi,
jumping
hi.
in. Thank
Good
you for
So,
evening,
jumping in.
everyone. Happy weekend to you.
Thank you for jumping in. So the
First
floor
of all,
is
yo,
yours.
your hair is looking beautiful.
There we go. Don't be
Are you
deceived, though.
serious?
Is a cap, or should I take it off?
No. But it's just looking like you braided your hair. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I saw my fellow Africans selling, those wigs here. So I tried to buy from here. They said it's $250. I say, for a wig cap. I just called my sister in Abuja, say how much they cost to make. She said from 15 to 25,000 naira, you get one. I said, what are you waiting for? Oh, yeah, tell them to make. What is $250 to buy?
Wow.
I said, I'm not buying. So this is all the way from Nigeria. So somebody was coming in.
I bet Naija no they carry last.
They
See
know they
handwork.
carry last.
Looking
Make I even do
beautiful.
guy, Jerry. Mm.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, everyone in the chat.
Hi, unique lady.
Yeah. So, yo, this topic is really a very, very broad thing. You understand? It's a very broad discussion because these two people, first of all, I watched your video in the morning and I dropped in the comments, I said, that interview they granted yesterday wasn't even necessary. You
Thank
understand?
you.
If something wasn't fishing, you understand? So something was fishing and they're trying to just to create impression, you get. So that was why they granted that interview. Then when I watched that interview on IG yesterday, when I went to the comment section, a lot of people are saying that Mercy wasn't at ease. And if you really watch it, like for the first time, I didn't notice it. But when I now went to the comment section, I saw they say Mercy wasn't at ease. She was like panicking. She wasn't at peace. Like if you look at her reaction, that was now when I went to watch that
Again.
video again. Then I
Mhm.
now noticed there, yes, she wasn't. Before the man wants to say something, she wants to. She's just anxious. She's just tensed. You understand? Deep
And the
down
man
her.
was laughing when she was saying she was changing naira to dollars to pay school fees. The
Yes,
man
they
was
were
just
even saying so many things that were not even necessary. Like, I don't know. So if you look at that, me, I feel that there are more to this. You know, sometimes when some things are happening, people don't come out to say everything. But from the little informations we have gotten and from what all these things they are rambling about, at least if you look into it, you can sense some truth from the whole thing. You understand? First of all, when the first time when this thing came up, do you know they brought when the ex-husband of Mercy put that picture that they went for that birthday picture.
yeah.
You know, celebrity, they have to go and dig out the Mercy's son, the picture of Mercy's son, and merge it with this present husband, and you could see that that son was a carbon copy of this same husband. Meaning, say no be today this thing don't start. You understand? That's why I say this matter carry weight. Like you don't see. And you know, the wife said since the Mercy son was 5 months. So if you are putting all the whole dots together, don't be surprised that that boy too is this man's child. You understand? We are not, I'm not concluding, but we are just putting all the dots together.
You know, Larry came to like, because a lot of people said, yeah, that's the man. There is no two ways you can tell us it's not the new husband's son. Larry started struggling and said, please, oh, the son is mine. The son is mine. I
Yes,
said,
now let him hold the one way he gets first. You
Abby.
want him to lose all the whole way? No.
honestly, let me welcome Vivian. Vivian, thank you so much for joining us. We have Vivian Oko in the house
Hi,
on the
Vivian.
Thank you.
platform.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
Thank
Vivian.
you for joining us
Hi.
today.
Thank you so much.
So I
Thank you.
started this live stream with the topic side chicks. Are they the resultant of long distance relationship? But YouTube kind of gave me the yellow dollar sign. So I said, okay, let me change it to let's chat and connect.
Yeah.
And they still did not change that. I said, well, let's move on. So the topic I'm discussing is long distance relationship actually the reason why some men have side chicks that will end up being their
Oh,
wives?
is that where we landed to this topic? I didn't even know the topic. I was
I
thinking is
changed it because of YouTube. I really
Mm.
I was thinking is Mercy her husband as the topic. Oh.
no, yeah, the subject is side chick. Maxi was a side chick if they started being busy in the other room for 9 years or something.
Yeah.
So she was a permanent side chick until she now, moved in fully, legally, if I would say. So YouTube didn't like the title I gave. That's why I changed the title. But I was trying to for us to discuss whether long distance relationship does it really result to the men having side chicks. It could be vice versa, or the women having side sugar. What is it called?
Side
Gigolos.
boys.
Ah, boy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So Vivian, let's hear
Oh,
what you think. Let's hear from Vivian and see what she has to contribute. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes. Thank you. The truth is that I've been here right from when you started, but I couldn't write anything because I was busy with the baby.
Oh,
As
thank
the very
you.
first lady, I can't pronounce her name now, but I saw Kathleen at the end of the name. Ubi.
Yes.
Okay. So as she said, there is one gift that God has given all of us, and that gift is to be able to distinguish from right from. There's one day now, okay, I was with my husband in the parlor. I saw a message came. What is this? Not a direct message, it was for me, Instagram. She was addressing my husband as baby. Eh?
Wow.
Hmm.
Where I am now, I don't see anything. Because before because me, I'm a citizen. So before I go do anything, I need to, because if you just like, if you say you want accused person now, you don't get anything to back them up. Because the thing might involve police.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? So I needed to gather the few things that I was able to gather before I confronted her husband. Do you know that through the fact that I approached the husband, I showed the husband some few tests and all, because my husband was on his own when because immediately she just went to, I don't know how she got our company's Instagram handle. She chatted my husband up there.
Wow.
She wrote my husband. She started by telling my husband that my brother that was staying with us was not my brother.
Huh? Wow.
Yes, people are evil.
Very.
Because she knew, because I was talking to her once in a while, because my name and my brother's surname is different. I came through my elder sister in France brought me as her own child, so she added me to her children. So I used their surname. So my brother's surname was different. So she was able to convince my husband with her surname. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say, the fact that I came out, her husband was not able to find out about other things. As I'm talking to you, they took her car, took her child. The only thing that she left with is her passport, because she was already a citizen then. So it's good to talk out, to speak out.
Yeah.
Maybe probably if I had kept quiet, I would say,
maybe your story would have been another messy.
Maybe after the pandemic now, my husband go look for him. You understand? And all this while that she was writing my husband now, a white man. And my husband, okay, of course, my husband is just 43 years old. You go know, I'm not gonna say because of saying take almost 10 years senior me, or how many years, saying a big man. So men can be childish sometimes. It depends on what you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to things of love, they are babies.
Yeah. The man now found out that she has been cheating with different men.
Wow. Are you
Yes.
kidding?
She never met my husband. She was just chatting, lying, writing some things. And I also found out that my husband several times sent some money to her. In fact, now that one another story. But what I'm trying to say here is that the fact that I spoke saved my marriage and also saved the husband.
Yes.
Very true. Very true.
But there is something I want to say about this thing.
Her daughter, most of the videos, do you know the kind of things I found out on my husband's computer? She will be masturbating herself, using objects on herself, and then send the videos to my husband.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
People are doing things. People are listening to someone that is saying he's not because of
I saw. There's one chat
People
I
are
saw.
evil.
My husband said to her, my wife is right here with me. Oh. I can't continue chatting with you. I can't write anything with you. And meanwhile, I don't know if you can stop writing me, because really, I'm really not interested. Hey, stop it. Me too, I'm here with my husband. What is there?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So we not deviate from what really they talk here. But what I'm trying to say is that if this woman has spoken, this thing wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because fire don't get messy nyash, and for this reason, she not go ahead to marry this man, because it's been more than 9. That our son is almost 10 years old.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
She kept quiet for too long. Which kind of good woman be that? Me,
Vivian, but there is another thing I want to say. There's another thing I want to say from what you are saying. You remember that the first time that this the news came out, the first time this the whole thing was up the air, there was something that the woman said. She dropped Like you stand nothing to lose on losing something. I can't remember how she said
Yeah.
it. Oh, yeah, can you
Losing
Yeah.
remember?
somebody who is already out of your way or out of your mind. Something
Someone
like
that
Yes,
doesn't respect you.
for me, I perceive that they were already having problems. Like if you notice the reaction of the woman, the first reaction, and even this last one of yesterday or this morning, me, I perceive they were already having problems. You get, so probably they have been getting loggerhead
It could
Unique.
be
before the
that
Sorry
the
man,
to
man is
that
a,
could push
there
the
are men
man
that
in getting married again.
sorry
it
to
could,
cut you short. Let me just say my
yeah.
2 cents. So I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
They've been having issues. The issues could also be about this mercy, you know, because he's a Muslim and his religion permits him to marry other wives. The wife could be like, because we really don't know the private discussions, the wife could be like, must it be I am mercy?
yeah.
Mm,
And let
yes,
me also
yes.
tell us that there are procedures to these things. Okay, it's not just about the man waking up. Yes, Islam permits you to marry at least, you know, up to 3, 4 wives, but there are procedures. Okay, there must be peace when you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are procedures. There must be peace. The person you're bringing in, okay, has certain things that she must do for whoever that she meets in the house, and the person they're meeting in the house, which is the wife, also has to accept. At least I
Mm,
live in Nigeria and I see a bit of all of these things. Do you understand? I have Muslims around me. I have a Muslim friend too. Okay. So these are the things. All right. Now, her pain might not be that the husband chooses to marry Mercy. Her pain might be that why would Mercy be cheating with her husband? I mean, for so long. Okay. That probably made her come
Let me
to
chip
that.
in here. Let me chip in something here. Remember, in line with what you're saying, remember the lady said that Messi was her friend, that she
Yes.
invited Messi to that birthday, that she introduced Messi to her
True.
husband. So
yeah.
that might be the problem they've been having in that relationship. You understand? Like Islam, I said before, Islam allows you to marry 4 wives, maintain 4 at the same time if you want to, but you must be capable to care for them at the same time, respect
Yes.
them equally, love them,
Mm-hmm.
provide for them equally. You can't
Equally,
just
yes.
love this one more and then disrespect the other.
That
And she
one.
also made mention of that in her letter. In her message, let me allow you to continue to talk. And before
Okay.
we get
So,
back to you, Nzube, I want to welcome some new people in the chat. I have Spicy Lady M. Thank you so much. She's saying Happy International Day. Oh, you see,
Oh,
I didn't
it's
even know it's
today.
International Day. She said on
Yeah.
on the 8th of March.
it's
Okay, so
8.
this is
It's
a
not
good,
today.
you see. Happy International Day, women. And we also
Okay.
have a Candy Angel TV. Thank you for joining us. We are discussing if a long relationship does it result to having to side chicks, and we have a case in point, Mercy Ayibe and her new husband interview they did yesterday. So back to Nzube.
Okay, yeah, so they must have started having issues because no woman would just want to wake up and abandon her marriage. Okay, and might have been the reason behind all of this issue. Now, since she had succeeded in marrying this man,
Sorry, Kathy. Oyoyo, as if
Yes.
Sister Oju is sending you request. She said you should add her.
Oh, do you know it's me that is even me? Oh my goodness. Ah, thank you for letting me.
Okay.
So sorry, Sister Oju. I didn't know you've been here all this while. I apologize.
It's okay.
Welcome to the platform.
Thank you.
okay, Sister Ju, welcome.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome,
Okay,
Auntie.
Welcome.
All right.
for me personally, I would have said since she had succeeded in marrying this man, and the wife is saying, you know what, if this is what you want, take, you know, like they shouldn't have just granted that interview. I wouldn't want to mention name.
Exactly.
There's a particular actress some years back. She has 4 kids now. When she was about to marry her husband, issues, pictures
Whether
surfaced.
you
I
mention him
just
or not, you
Lady,
already
right?
know her now.
but my
She's
mouth now
living
go hear.
happily.
Mention name, my sister, I beg you.
It's
It's not a
Mercy
I,
secret anymore.
Jacqueline.
Everybody
my
knows.
mouth now go hear am.
Whether you mention them or they are celebrities, so they are our G.
So
Exactly.
pictures surfaced the internet on the husband
Not be
being
me,
married.
sorry to not too shortcut it. Not be me measure my own for here. So not
My
okay, I would
sister,
have decided to keep it to myself. But
Guys, I think
sometimes
I
there
need
are
to
things you
go
just
out
have
and
to
come
say
back
for
again.
others
I
to
got a
learn
phone and
from.
I can't hear you
You
guys
understand?
anymore.
Because sometimes
okay,
women
Sister
tend
Ju.
not to talk because sometimes they want to say, okay, I want to protect my home, I want to protect this, I want to protect that. But by wanting to protect your home now, you think you're protecting your home, but you're actually destroying your own home by your own self. Are you getting me? So
True,
sorry, I'll
true.
allow you to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivian's experience
Okay,
is
so
one of a kind, and her voicing out and speaking out and fighting it on stage actually saved her marriage. So people
yes,
need
I
to
agree
learn.
with her. I agree with her 100% because just like I always say, as time goes on, I would actually get to share my family story here on YT, not because I'm trying to chase clout, but because I really want people to know that certain things happen. And I want people to understand when I make certain decisions that I make, okay, is not based on hearsay, it's based on things that I've seen. I said this before, I think on Minister Uju's live stream. I started seeing a lot. I became an adult as early as early as 6, 7 years old. You can imagine a child being an adult by that time.
Mm.
So I have seen a whole lot. So that is why most times when you keep me and my mate, I'm not thinking the way my mate is thinking, okay? Because that child has had things being sorted out for them. Okay, I lived the good life till I was about 6. Okay, the golden spoon kind of life till I was about 6, and from then it's been rough. So I've seen so much that probably some of my mates have not seen, and some of my mates have seen worse things as well. Okay, so that is just it. So
Happy, I
I
need to
agree with
talk
her.
to someone like you one on one because the way you are calm in explaining it, and you see the way I'm talking now, I'm not able to be calm to talk about, especially when it has to do with me personally. I get levels and I'm unable to like talk calmly. I just want to be like you people so that I'll be able to like talk calmly. It's not easy.
Okay, um, nice to meet you, Vivian. So if she had known, she should have just kept quiet. Now, this particular actress I'm trying to point at, since they've been accusing her, has she come out to say it's true or it's a lie? I think that almost cost her wedding. I think at some point they almost didn't want to wed her because of that. She has never come out to say if it's true or it's a lie. I'm not saying if it's true that it's right, but I'm only saying it would have saved her more drama. Like it looks as if this thing was already dying down. If she had just kept quiet, okay, because I feel like this interview herself and her so-called husband, granted, has actually shown people more, okay, have made people understand things that are happening. Somehow those that could not put a two and two together can actually fix the puzzle and tell who is wrong and who is right, because they really made no sense at the end of the day. The man talking about people looking up to him in the future for what? For abandoning your wife and kids
Exactly.
and jumping on a lady that was introduced to you by your wife. I don't get it. Or by cheating on your wife for over 7 years. Is
Even
that why
lying
you look up to
publicly.
you? And you
Lying
come out to
publicly.
lie. You have grown up
Exactly.
kids. The person you're dealing with has grown up kids. What are you teaching the children? What would they learn from you? So
let
what
me
is there
let me
to
come in,
emulate?
Zube. You know what he's saying, that why he said it might be a reference point tomorrow, because that's what is applicable to the society. They all have side chicks. Some even have 2, 3, 4 side chicks in
It's becoming
Nigeria.
a norm.
So
Yes,
he
exactly.
is coming out boldly to accept his own as a
Well done.
legal wife, because
Hmm.
Islam allows him to do that. So those are
He
his
has not
referring,
stopped marrying.
yeah, those are his
That man
referring
never
to.
married
And
finish.
And the truth
I'm
is that
telling
that
you,
man go
this is
put
just the
pepper for
beginning.
Messi aisle. That man go. I don't know if you guys noticed the way he was laughing yesterday. Even when she was bragging about changing dollars and all, the man just dey look and they laugh. That girl go cry, eh? He not go use
People should
cane
just
beat
calm
am.
down. If you if
No,
you if you
she
don't,
might not cry, but the man is referring to his group of people that all have, because they gather in the clubs. You understand? Lagos. Lagos is a home of traffic. So in the evening,
Oh, I'm there.
some people will close from work at 5 p.m. But because they know they are going to hit the traffic, they hit the club, they hit the bar, and they go
yeah.
there with all their side chicks. You understand? So the
Mm-hmm.
man knows who he's referring to, that he's going to
Okay.
be a reference point.
Siso Yoyo, real quick, let me say this. Honestly, when I saw your topic pop up, and you know me, I love relationship talk, I love dating talks, I love love talks. I just said this is temptation, but I can't say no. Let me just jump in. Okay, this is it. I don't know, for those who are not Igbo here, please pardon me. I'll try and translate. They say Cain, when they say flog the first wife, you did back of door, they wait for the second one. That's
Exactly.
number one. Number two, they say, nwoke nụrụ ịbụọ ya anụ ịtọ wee
Yeah.
nụkwa ịnọ.
Let
Man
the
when marry
world
2, go marry 3, you go marry 4.
Yeah.
So don't
I
feel
beg
like you're so
interpret more. You need to interpret that. Even though na shame onto me, I'm supposed to be Igbo, but I was born and brought up in a place, so I don't hear one word. Interpret, please.
I say man when marry second wife, you go marry third, you go marry fourth.
Exactly.
Okay. Now she feels she's enjoying. You're not more special than the woman that he has left. You don't know what they've been through to get to
a
that point.
beautiful woman. Child.
I hear.
And she
And
was
girl,
so
you grow now,
comfortable
Gbani.
yesterday. She was not,
As-
you know, I don't know if you guys noticed it. That woman was like, it was as if there was fire under her butt. I don't know. She was not like the Messi that we all know. She's very, okay, not extremely
Yeah.
that calm, but she was not herself yesterday. I was
Messi
like,
was on ease on
exactly
the
what I
internet.
say.
She was completely on ease. This man's first wife is
my
a
goodness.
beautiful woman. Her demeanor is such a calm one. You understand? So when you look at it, it's not that the wife wasn't beautiful. That's why he's looking for a pretty face. But the thing is that Messi, you are an adult. You've gotten into this relationship with this man. We don't need to like back you up. Hey, and give you
yeah, clap for
carry
you.
on with your life. Enjoy your marriage. Leave us out of it. Stop interviews. It doesn't justify it. Let us
Can
allow.
we allow Sister Uju to say something?
Yeah, to say
Yes,
something.
please.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. You guys
Hi,
have all
Sister
spoken
Uju.
well.
Hi.
Zube, thank you. Unique Lady P, thank you. And Vivian, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so
Like I
much.
said earlier, thank you for, telling me more about
I also
Messi.
did not go take my story, go do content to our YouTube people.
No, I hope not.
No, if you want me, I can
Messi,
privatize this video.
Please, private it, I beg.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
because they can be very funny.
Messi telling me about because I see Messi Aibe. I don't really know what is going on with them, and thank you for explaining and telling me more about her. With that said, Muslims, like you said, yes, they are entitled to many wives, but the thing is, the men are entitled to many wives. When they are marrying these wives, do they consult the wives, the other wives, like the first wife? Like with this Messi Aibe's husband now, did he tell his first wife that you say he lives here in America of his plan of marrying a second wife, which is Messi Aibe, which we're hearing is they are friends, So that's one thing with that. Okay, they're entitled to many wives. I understand. What is the other wife saying about your decision to bring another woman into the house?
Yeah, let me come in, Sister Uju. In Islamic law, you're not mandated to tell the woman what you're preparing. You can.
Really?
The information could be on the day of the wedding.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you call the woman that, look, somebody else is coming in, so I need you to look, some
and Oyoyo, since it is already their law, any woman getting married will always have it at the back of their mind.
Correct.
So the best thing you can do is, if you don't want, you can work so hard to keep your man to only you. But if you care less, but if you care less, you should just have it on the back of your mind that it's not only you, it's not going to be only you.
Yes, I schooled in the north. You understand? The moment we are about coming out from the university, my classmates, as young as we were, they were already third wives.
Child. Okay.
Yeah, third wives, fourth wife, second wife. So it's to them is nothing. You understand? But the pain I feel is that it was somebody's friend. You understand?
Yes.
The wife's friend that betrayed.
And I have another a story like that actually. Somebody I know very well, her friend, the person she brought into her home, took her husband from her.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? How can you have a mind to do that to a friend? And this lady was married too. My friend saw her, she's a married woman, and they were friends, good friends. She brought her to her home to meet her husband, to meet her family. not knowing that this lady has been in contact with her husband. They chat and they do everything. Now they are divorced. Now the lady divorced her own husband and is marrying my friend's husband.
Wow.
So it's for people to know that things are happening. Keep your eyes open. Mind who you bring into your home. That your best friend, you don't know. Just like, I'm sorry, Vivian, we're not using your stuff for context. If you didn't see that message on your husband's phone, you will not know.
And should we even suspect?
My friend actually begged this friend, please leave my husband alone. Please leave him alone. Oh, we're just friends. We're just friends. There's nothing. We just talk. We're just close. How can you be close with somebody's husband? You know? So now, okay, my friend, they are divorced now. And the girl's husband is like, the other lady's husband is like, I don't know what is happening to that man now. Deception. It is happening a lot. And they're saying side chick, hair side chick, side chick. It's just, well, we give our men, is the excuse that they have, oh, I'm free to have side chicks. Why can't we have side guys too? You see what I'm saying? A marriage is supposed to be a man and a woman. No side chick, no side guy. But when it comes, you asked a question, you said, your question, you asked, when distant relationship, is that a certificate or a reason to have side chicks? To tell you the truth, the gospel truth, it depends on how that distant, how long it is. And the most important thing, it boils down to discipline. It boils down to trust, and it boils down to self-control. Just let us be honest. Married people, when you're separated, you have the urge. You're not uncle, you're not wood, you're not firewood.
Temptation.
I'm serious, both the guy and the woman. But it depends on how the self-control you have, and the discipline you have, and the respect you have for your relationship or your marriage. See? And you know, we women, I don't know, God created us that we can keep ourselves, not everybody. And when we are talking about this, not some women, we have side guys. I don't have side guys. I call them side guys. You know, because they cannot control that urge. Same with men. But if we have self-control, and to tell you the truth, this is the truth. This is the gospel truth I'm saying. Some of them, there's a way that, you know, they handle that part. Some may get addicted to pornography. I'm sorry, you know, and it's happening. When they now come together with their wives, they cannot do what they're supposed to do because they're addicted to this. I don't want to say it loud, but that is the truth. So somebody that is disciplined and have self-control, of course, can manage it. Whenever they have time, they will meet. Because even the Bible says it, don't be far away from each other so that you will not be tempted. Even when you're fasting, fast, finish, get together again, just not to be, allow the devil to tempt you. But things happen. There are things that may, you know, cause husband and wife to be separated for a long time. But let us tell each other the truth, one another the truth. If I'm separated from my husband for a long time, of course I'll have the urges. I want my husband to hold me. I want to do the do. And where he is, he would like to. You see what I'm saying? But it takes self-control, discipline to take your mind off that. And when you have time, beg, go visit each other, get what you will have to do. So when you look at it, yes, my dear, I'll tell you the truth. Long distance relationship can cause somebody that is not strong, somebody that is not disciplined,
Exactly.
somebody that is not strong-willed to err. And especially for men, you see all these women flashing everything in front of your face. Now it's not even the men chasing, it's the women chasing.
Absolutely.
You see the social media, you see them sending things, sending their body parts to men. It's only a man that will deal with that right there and then and warn them. I'll tell my wife, stop doing that. But if men, they want to see it too, they'll say, I'm seeing the see and I'm not touching the touching or doing the doing. But still is wrong. But it's happening. It's just too much with the social media stuff. So side chicks, yes, now it's acceptable in Nigeria. If a man has a side, everybody do that now. Men are polygamous by nature. So it will continue. And even remember what Ned Nwoko said. Yes, so instead of them to be useless, I'll be marrying them. But you're marrying them. They're not staying because you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Correct.
See? They cannot even handle them. They just want to satisfy their desire. That is what it is. Or you're marrying them because you don't want them to get into prostitution and all that. How many are you staying with now? One. So with that Mercy Aigbe, whatever is not done right doesn't last.
Yes.
So the way she can cover any way she wants to cover it. If the foundation is not right, that same way, before you know it, they'll be singing a different song altogether. Remember Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that, I said, this is not going to last. I just said it. I'm like, you just deceived your wife. You were on a movie set with Angelina Jolie.
Jolie, yeah.
Because she looked so thin and she looked so, And you jumped in with her, forgetting your wife, Jennifer. You know the kind of shame that girl went through.
Oh, she is just lucky that American TV, they love her.
Exactly.
She is so one lucky lady.
I cried when I saw that. I cried.
Oh.
I'm like, how can somebody do this to somebody? And they were flashing their lives. I said in my heart, this is not going to last. The foundation is not right. The foundation wasn't right. See what happened after how many children? Now they are. You see? So whatever. Okay. Like you said, okay, is their way of life. Muslims, they can marry anything. They can marry how many they want, which is fine and dandy. But with this Mercy Aigbe and the husband, the foundation, if you look at it, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's, So let's wait and see. But what I'm urging young girls, or I'm urging married women, couple, just pay attention to who you bring to your home, so that you won't be singing the same song. Many people are singing this song now, and it's people that you know. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm sorry that I took your time.
No. Thank you. That's
really
what we're here.
educating.
We're here to hear opinions.
You just
learn from each
educated us.
other.
We have learned a lot from
Exactly.
everything you just said. So
Seriously.
I wish you would even continue.
It is happening a lot. Please let us be very mindful.
Very
Those people
true.
that are coming close to you, if you have a microscope, check them very well. If you can, don't even allow people in
On
your
your
circle.
committer.
It is happening a lot. It is happening a lot. It's God that will protect our marriage, I know. But our husbands should even close their eyes. When they see things like that, they should just nip it at the bud right there. Stop sending me this. I'm a married woman. Man, I'll show it to my wife.
It's
Way they
difficult
send, that's
for
the
them.
way guys do send us messages. You see how
Exactly. It's not like women are not being tempted to.
Yes.
But you just delete it and even block the person.
Exactly. Old flame, maybe from secondary school or college. And all of a sudden, oh, you're looking good. Oh, I remember how we used to Run. We women will run and say, no. But some fall prey to that too. I know somebody it happened to. Left her family, left the husband because of this old flame. And what I tell people, there's a reason why they are old. There's a reason why it didn't work the first time.
Yes.
Why are you going back to your vomit? Of course, she left and joined this. Oh, because he's telling, oh, I love you. I miss you. No. You don't know the kind of life that person is living. You don't know how many other women he's sending that text message to. Of course, she left her family, left her.
Please, ma. Can I add this? Sorry to cut you short. Sometimes we get what's that word now? Those when they speak English. We get ourselves confused by what we see sometimes. like in my own case, I'm always going to use myself as an example. In my own case, being that I saw that she was doing well and her husband was also doing well,
Mhm.
I felt there was no problem. I felt there was no need for me
Mhm.
to be careful.
Yeah.
That's where I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Don't think you feel the person beside you or the person that you're bringing to your home is doing well, so there's no need for her to be looking at your own. No.
No.
Sometimes people, the way they are wicked, they want to grab your own and add to their own.
All right. This will tell you the story of David. David had everything. David had wives. He was very rich. But what? He saw Uriah's wife, the only wife. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he wanted that woman. Think about it. Not because of what people have, oh, not because of how comfortable they are. Some people are just greedy. They want
Very
everything.
true.
David
Never
had
contented.
wives, he had everything. And being a king, he can get anybody he wants. But he wanted that man's only wife. Wanted that man and slept with her. That was why God was so angry with him. I would have given you everything. Why this man's only thing? So don't be moved by those ones that are flashy. You think that in front of the social media, they'll come and say, I love you. I love you past my mama. Loving you is the million, my heart beats and skip. Those are the ones that really have issues. Those are the ones
Yeah,
that you
let me
really have
keep
to
in
watch.
something here.
Because I believe that love is, now me and husband, if I want to tell you all that, we are at home now. I'll come and
Yeah,
tell
yeah, you
you
can read
everything.
comments so that you can carry everybody along.
Yeah, the comment is really flowing nicely.
Okay.
Spicy Lady said, a man that wants to cheat will always cheat, no matter how hard
Exactly.
you do. So with no to high
Blood pressure.
pressure.
Blood
So,
pressure.
and Rosie as well. Constance said we are learning. That's good. The reason why we do all this kind of live
Exactly.
stream, share our opinions, share our ideas, encourage each other, and definitely we'll take one or two things home. So I'm really happy. My beautiful sister Oju did a good job explaining this. I want to chip in something here. I think it was Zubim was saying, the man said he's going to let me educate you. That's the man's word on that interview, that he's going to be a reference point in the future. And also, Nzube made a lot of example about what is happening in Nigeria. I got in high confidence some information going on in Nigeria. So when you see people on Instagram flashing all their beautiful cars, my husband bought me this, bought me Range Rover, flew me to, forget it. Oh, whatever you have with your own husband, enjoy it and know
Be
that's what is
contented.
real.
Exactly.
You can't believe that boys in Lekki, they call themselves Lekki big boys, married men, so I will take the boys thing off. They will say GMs in banks and all of them. Some of them fly their side chicks all the way from Morocco, all the way from Egypt. And their wives are aware of what their husbands are doing. But they can't leave because of what they stand to benefit. So Larry and what's that called? The man, Mercy's new husband, is making reference to those of the people like him, people in his category that all have side chicks. You understand? He has made his own open. He's very bold with his.
The question is Mercy the only side chick he's keeping? Can he even?
Of course it can be now. Come on, girl.
So
It
so
can
he's still
But
as good
Messi
as
is
them.
legal. Messi is legal now. You understand? In terms of Islamic law, Messi is legal. The other side chicks are there. Tomorrow he can decide to bring in another one. After all, he's entitled to 4. But there are some women, you see their life on Instagram, you think their lives are perfect. Their
Exactly.
lives are not perfect. If you know what they go through in their marital homes, you can't swallow the pill.
Of course.
So I used to tell young girls, don't look at the Instagram and say your life is worse. No. All those things they are doing is just charade. Forget it. Be real to yourself and focus on your own. And the
They
gods are
see that their life is miserable.
beautiful.
Very
Go ahead.
true. Very true.
Very true.
You know, let me chip in this, okay? I always say this. As a girl that lives in Lagos, do you know how many married men have approached me? I don't even want to go into that. I've had so many married men that have money. If
Sometimes
it
when you
was
even
about
tell
money
them
for
you
me,
are married, they will say, is that time that they like it, they prefer it.
as in my own case, I'm single, so they tell me how they're going to do everything for me. Really, will they do those things? Yes, they will. But for me personally, that is not. And I keep telling them. I remember one. His wife kept having miscarriage. Kept having miscarriage. So he said he was so frustrated. Blah blah blah. He was telling me. Somehow I know his wife, but we don't greet. I also know him from a distance. We don't greet. So there was a day he summoned up the courage to talk to me, and he happened to be Igbo. So I now used Igbo. I called him uncle because he's way older than me. I said uncle. He looked at me. I said, let me now tell you, now that you've fallen into my trap, you see that your wife? He said, yes. He said she's having miscarriage. He said, yes. I said, let me tell you, you give birth to your own children. I said, what guarantee do you have that if I agree to do what you want me to do with you now, that I also would not suffer the same fate that your wife is suffering? That is number one. Number two is this. You see this thing you're about to do. I think people don't know how men feel like they are dangerous. I feel like the most dangerous creature God has on earth is women, except if a woman is not ready to get what she wants. I know what I'm talking about. I said, you are playing with fire because if you fall into the wrong woman's trap, you're done. You won't even know what happened to you. You won't know what hit you. You're finished. I said, see that woman? I said, you would be with her until she's able to conceive and not frustrating her. You would be with her, you'll be with her in peace. He looked at me because he knows that he says most of them don't know me as Nzubechi. He called me by my other native name and he said, I heard you're very stubborn. And I know that now they are I said, that is what I'm telling you now. That when we can see Jakarta, if you get a certain waka smell for nose here, I go buy your wife matter. I go beat the person where you carry drum. He looked at me. I said, yes, I'm telling you now. So you just know. I will. Do you know what they call? You know what they call military beating, general beating. Now you go collect both you and the person. I say sometimes these things could be spiritual. You don't even know if it's something from your family because when you marry people, you don't even know what you're marrying a whole lot of things put together. So men need to understand something, okay? And I've seen men who are rich. I know of a man who is very rich. He's late now. He died on the same day with his wife. So rich. But if I tell you, this man had over 150 female workers. Beautiful. When I say beautiful, even me as woman, and they see the girls, I say, what is this? The one we want get shape. You know those kind of Instagram shape you see? It's not waist trainer kind of shape. Oh. This one is real shape. You see them. But never has he ever talked to anyone. None. In fact, when you dress in some kind of way and walk into his office, he would warn you. Did he have the money to misbehave? Yes. Most of the people flaunting their riches on this thing, they don't have the kind of money he has. They don't. He was so rich, but he never forgot where him and his wife started from. He never forgot that his wife paid the first house rent, the first house they lived here in Lagos. He never forgot that. The wife no fine for face, so you no get front, you no get back. But you see that in wife, it is up and down, it is everything. So some of his workers said, our guy no dey chase woman. So I know that some of them must have tried. And that's what they got to understand, that this man is not, he will warn you straight. In fact, he will tell you that Jesus was not like all these people that used to do 10, up and down. Was he the 21st century kind of man? Yes, he knew what's up. He has just 2 sons and he was fine. He respected his wife. So that is why I say sometimes it's really not about it. It has to do with discipline. Recently, last year, somebody, he's like a boss, but he's in another department in my place of work. The man, I noticed he's been smiling. Well, as a woman, when a man is smiling and he has ulterior motives, you would know. He's been smiling somehow to me. And I didn't want to just jump into conclusion. Oh, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Oh, fine, sir. Oh, I've been coming. This one. I said, okay. So one day he saw me and he had the opportunity to talk. He was telling me how he really likes me. People that you like, they will not like you. This one, Nkewa. And I looked at him. I knew he was married, even if he didn't have a ring on his hand. I said, sir, I want to believe that you're married. He said, yes, partially. I said, how do you mean partially? Is either you're married or you are not married.
So how do you deceive
married.
and them mad
He
partially?
said,
Oh God, I
he
beg.
said his family is not here in Nigeria. I said, but you are married. He said, yes. I said, it doesn't matter where they are. He said, they're outside Nigeria. So here he's a bachelor. I said, well, sir, I'm a girl in my 20s and I'm not looking for somebody's husband to hit on. I cannot be wasting my time. I'm somebody's future wife. So I cannot be busy with another woman's husband. Okay. So I want to marry, and I don't even know where I'll get into. It could be somebody from your family. Then tomorrow you address me as that girl that has been, jumping up and down. There's nobody without sin, but that is the way you address me. I said, so please, if I would advise you, put your legs inside the house. I said, you both agreed on this relocation? He said, yes. Were there no plans on ground before she left, or did she live on her own? He said, no, she didn't live on her own, that they had an agreement. But obviously, because of the nature of the job, I said, that is not my business. When you make a decision, when you take certain decisions, you should also think of the other side. In case if it doesn't work out like this, I am ready to bear whatever comes with it. I said, this is what comes with this one. So you should be able to bear it. So there's just a whole lot going on out there, and some people have sold their conscience. That is just the truth. And sorry to say, I feel like that is what this lady has done. That is why she feels she can come out to justify whatever nonsense, granting an interview that was really, really not necessary. Okay, if she had kept quiet, it would have been better, because if she had conscience, she would have even thought of her own children. Let's not go far. Let's not talk about the woman. She would have thought about her own children. I look at these people and I ask, she has a daughter. What is she teaching her daughter? It's obvious that kind of person, let me tell you, let me just say this. I'm from a broken home, okay? And I remember when my father was marrying his second wife, we were very little, really, really didn't know what was going on. But from the stories I heard, growing up, I heard, when it was a well-known story. Do you understand? So it wasn't something he did with his clear eye. The woman's parents supported her. They did whatever, all the juju and the rest of them too. So does this thing, all this what they call, is it voodoo they call it, does it work? Yes, it does. But I, as a person, choose to believe that it doesn't. So it happened. Yes. Was that how they were? Yes. So they used it because it's a long story anyways. But the thing there is the day of the party, the night to the wedding, that there was a big party. I don't know, big man. Okay, they didn't know how the money came about, So I remember somebody went to this woman and said, to the lady's mother, and said, do you know that this man that your daughter is marrying has 5 children and is married to a woman that they suffered to the point that when this girl met this man, he didn't have a house, not even half room in Lagos. They suffered and suffered. It was this girl that introduced this man to the business that made him what he is today. It was this girl that suffered with this woman. See, that's why I said I saw a lot as a child. Do you know what this woman's mother said? Awasaloye. Now the man, that is my father.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. My father was busy sending people abroad, sending people to school abroad, setting people up in businesses, made people millionaires and all of that. Meanwhile, his children were being sent out of school every day, living like people who had nothing. So when I speak of these things, I know where I'm coming from. It's not from hearsay. It's not from, things you read online and all of that. It's not. My life story is like a whole series. Like if I do 10 videos self, it won't take. If I need to break it down bit by bit, I have seen so much. And I'll tell you for a fact, with my full chest, will it take time? Yes, it will take time. But just like Sister Uju have said, when something is built on a wrong foundation, will it crash? It will crash. It's just a matter of time. It is sweet them now. But make them wait. It's not the beginning of something. They said the end justifies the means. Yeah. Do you understand? So let's all be careful. Let's all be, this is an eye-opener for young people out there. It's so unfortunate. Most of our young people have sold their conscience. People really don't care. If you talk to some people now, they tell you, I beg, make we hear word. What did they talk?
Thank you. That's the thing. You just nailed it on the board. You said you nipped it on the board. You said they've sold their conscience. Because when you look at it, a young girl of 18, 20 is already thinking about how to date a sugar daddy. Hey,
Mm. Is that
honestly,
not what killed this so for somebody?
yeah, that's the thing. But even at that, they don't even remember the consequences. They don't think about the consequences. All they want is the money they're going to get on the interim.
You're
They
correct.
don't care. And their
So true.
parents, I think parents are also advising them. You understand? Haven't you seen that OKK's daughter brought in a car?
A car.
And
True.
you people are
Pressure.
two people were actually born on the same month.
True.
You
Mm.
understand? Then the girls, like, if you hear stories, there is this guy, I don't know how many of you know him, Reno Mockery. He had made
Reno.
a series, yes. He was Jonathan's former special advisor or something. He has a masterclass, Reno's masterclass on YouTube. He has made series that parents are also the architect of most of these problems. If you can support your daughter to marry a man with 5 children, and you think legally you're not doing anything to those children, let me even forget the wife, you understand? How about those children? Because once a second wife comes in, especially if with the influence of the juju we are talking about, the other kids are abandoned. Then you encourage your. We also how he played with Ned Nwoko. The mother was just the one supporting the young girl to marry Ned, a man that is almost 50 or something years older than her.
He's 70. Which 50? Oh, okay, yeah, he's over 50.
Older than the girl. So when you
Okay.
think about it, parents, they have a lot to like answer to. They really do. We are talking about young people should listen. They might listen to us, but when they get back to their homes, you understand, there is this constant person that is always talking to them. Where Uju is better than you today. Obi. Obi is even doing better. That I learned Obi is now dating one serious rich man. You understand? And then Obi will jump into it. So I don't know how we are going to correct the menace going on in our society. I really don't know. But I believe that one day God will touch their hearts.
Yes.
Something
I believe so
significant will happen.
too. I
for them
believe
to
so
learn.
too. I'll have to go now, but I want to say something. I just read something about a side chick writing. Oh, my sugar daddy is very jealous. He doesn't want to leave me, and all my friends are married. I'm like, you got yourself into it.
Inukwa nsogbu.
That one have Mumu with PhD. Get Mumu.
So she's asking advice. Please, what do I do? I'm like, you know what? I just read that and walked away. I'm like, you're somebody's side chick, and he's so jealous. What is he jealous about? Jealous that what? He doesn't want to let you go. A man that is married with children. All your friends are married. You're not asking people, oh, what do I do? Do what
That's
you want
actually
to do.
dating married men now.
It's horrible. And it's just like the way they come out and talk about it so, loosely. During my days, side chick, gene, alo, as no again, but here it's everywhere. It's like it's the in thing, So all we have to do is continue educating, continue sounding that alarm for people to know that that's not the way. And just like you said, yes, parents, they cause it too. And it's like your daughter will bring a big car, buy you a big car. You're not acting
Where is it coming from?
Come from? Where you get money?
Mm-hmm.
You are a civil servant. How come? But they don't want to know. As long as that they have that car and the gold and everything that goes with it, just to be like the Joneses. So I don't know. My dear, it's been wonderful. I have to go now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your wonderful
Bye,
contribution.
sis
Bye-bye. Love you
Uju.
Thank you for
guys.
your contribution.
Love you.
Guys, if you don't have
Love
Uju,
you
please
too.
don't forget
I look
to
forward to your live streams on Thursdays.
Oh, you're amazing. And you're always
thank God
there.
you all know
Always
Uju
there.
already.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you
Love you
so
too,
much.
sis.
I
Bye.
appreciate
Bye. Oh, yeah, take the comments, then I will say something.
I'll be in the
honest,
chat,
we
please.
thank you
Thank you.
so much, Spice Lady M. She has really been, noting all kinds of things we should as well know. She said this one: men are natural hunters by God. Some stop after they get the woman they love and marry, but some don't after marriage. A serial cheat in the days of bachelorhood will definitely continue in marriage.
Very true. Very, very true.
she really
That is why,
she said the right thing here, because
yeah,
if you're dating a man when you're young and you realize that he has Nkechi is there, Angela, Josephine, Chinwe, you understand? Be careful, because he will continue. If he ends up with you,
Exactly. It won't stop there.
it won't. It won't stop.
I've met a married man that told me that before he got married, he had like 30 girlfriends, friending them at the same time.
Whoa.
So what do you expect when the man get married?
some
So
women
what
actually know.
Spicy said is actually true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know that some people, some of these their wives know that this is like, they know right from when they are dating, and then you hear things like, make her they manage them. I've had cases where I share these things and I say, people don't change because of people. Change is a huge thing to expect from
It
somebody.
is,
And
especially
you
Yes.
an
know,
adult.
some people try to counter it. I'm not saying it for you to accept what I'm saying. I'm saying it because it's something I know. I'll just keep saying this thing. I look at people and I say, I know this. I'm saying it from what I know. I've had experiences from when I was a child, you know, growing up. A whole lot has happened. I'm telling you from what I know. So change is a huge thing to expect from anyone at all.
Yes, Kathy, let me come. Do you know, like the man I just said, I just made reference to, do you know what the wife will always tell you? The wife will always say that, hey, she's the lucky one. Do you know the battle she fought? That
You
she
never know
stood her
anything.
ground. Like she will always be like, she defeated how many people before she,
Sickness
do you
never
know?
hit them.
But not knowing that for that
If you
man to be
don't,
friendly, how many 30 women with you, that means that man definitely, even if he marries you, he will continue.
I say you never treat
Absolutely.
infection. If you treat infection, but you go tell them. You never.
Absolutely.
Don't know
So
anything.
what I want to say, Oyoyo, about this your main topic, I think I'm taking you guys back. When Sister Ojo was saying something, I don't want to cut her, I don't want to interrupt her. So the question you asked, if side chicks, long distance relationship also contribute to men having side chicks.
Mhm.
For me, my own opinion, I would say yes. You get, even to women too. It contributes to women to have side guys. Do you understand? If you check it, a lot of, I'll come from the women's side now. If you take the statistics in Nigeria of women that that their husbands are in abroad, go and check them. Only few, you will not have people that, do you understand? Yeah. I'm telling, it's only few, and those few is because of discipline and God fearing. You understand? Because see, forget when you have tested something, when you've tested something and that thing gets separated from you, you will look as in it, you look for how to always satisfy it. Do you get?
Yeah,
Example of this thing
the
I'm
hormones
saying.
can also wake you up.
Yes.
You know?
Example of this thing I'm saying is before I got married, like I don't care about all these things. Like I went to school, never had a boyfriend and all those things, and I got married. So when I got married, you've tested the tested, you've done the do now. After I think 3 weeks, my husband left. So I was just left. You know, all the time, my body, the hormones will be crying and talking and all those things, you know.
Yeah.
So it will only take like
The grace
discipline
of God.
and yes, and the grace of God, like the spirit of God in you too. Now, this one is this like it's just something very, very short. It's not too short, like at least my husband, before I joined my husband, he was coming back every year. But within that 11 months, what happens? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now when you bring it to the men's side, it's still the same. Like when the man was saying in the interview that that his family is based in US and he's in Nigeria, and he's in Nigeria because of his business. I paused and I asked myself, how long do we go back to his family? This could be another contributing factor, because if he's always in Nigeria, he go need somebody who go dey scratch and body.
It's
Talk
true.
more of Lagos. Ebe a ga na-eje Wembe. Carry handbag,
It's, it's
So
true.
all those things, before you know it, they will get entangled. Especially a man that has all these people that are influential, they have money, And apart from that, already knows that he is a Muslim. Not a Christian or can But oh my goodness, this is my entitlement. Even if she get pregnant, I'll marry her. You understand?
Yes.
So somehow distance relationship. If they have not married, the lady can always find her way, the man can always find. But once they are married, it will take a lot of discipline and the fear of God for Christians. Like if the person doesn't have the fear of God, the person can be tempted. Because our society, this 21st century is becoming something else. I think it was Oyoyo that said it. Even if the man don't want, you will find some women that wants you to want by force. Some will volunteer to come and cook for you. After cooking, you'll be telling that you're not going. Now you're not going. They will intentionally pass a night. And by the time, from one night to 2 nights, from 2 nights to 1 week, and you want to tell me your wife is far away and you see one Malicha by the side for 1 week, and even if you're Odogu na Holy Ghost.
Let me jump in here and say something. This one you said they will come and pass a night. Do you know there was a man here? He lost his wife. The moment he lost his wife, that same night that the wife died, they just moved the body to the mortuary. Come and see single ladies here, our people.
Oh my God.
They now came in their dozens. Now I'm questioning them, going to, when men we are living, we have a very strong community here, Nigerian community. Let me welcome Ruth to the platform, then I'll continue. Thank you.
Vanessa, how are you?
Hello, Oyoyo.
Thank you
so much.
Ruth.
Hi, Unique. Hi, Vivian. You guys are, in fact, I've been here for a while. Let me first of all say you're looking very beautiful. Your hair is nice. You're looking very beautiful.
Thank you.
The topic is a very deep one. Funny enough, today a friend of mine came to my house. In fact, it's not been 4 hours she left my house. She traveled and she just got back yesterday, and she caught her man with 2 ladies doing threesome. She just left my house.
Please.
Sorry. She just came back yesterday from her travel. She just left my house not up to 4 hours, and it is still this infidelity thing that we're talking about. She came to my house and she's asking me, Ruth, waiting I go do. This man don't choke me. Not be even one person, with 2 people. She caught them red-handed. The man didn't know she was coming back yesterday night. She came back and everybody was running. Oh, it's for real. That she's almost fainting right now. She came here, she was drinking alcohol, as in she's so confused. The only thing that will make any man not to cheat, even if you give them back, front, center, left, right, is the grace of God. I don't know whether there's something in their gene or it's something that God just puts in their body that makes them feel it's okay to do these things and still come back and apologize. Because now I'm sorry, he's saying. Now, in my gym, where I go for exercise every morning, there's a man there, very respectable man. His wife comes to the gym as well. This man is chasing almost everybody in that gym. This man is a very fine.
There too?
The wife and him are members of the gym. Okay. The wife is a very fine. She's fair like you, like this, my sister. Very beautiful girl. She keeps her hair beautifully. She's a clean girl. This kind of person that wears to match. You know me, if you see my workout video, you will see me, I wear blue and pink, concern me. My canvas is green.
You see, gone are those days, they will now tell you that it's because the women, the married women are not up, they are not kept.
This married woman keeps herself very, very well. and she comes to the gym with her husband hand in hand. This man is cheating on her, carrying girls to their matrimonial home.
Oh,
So, my sisters, a man
unique.
that
I
would do
just
it,
say that they get goosebumps anyhow. The kind of
Hmm.
I
stories
just
I
dey
hear.
see you. Things are
a man that
happening.
will, a man that will do it, will do it. The only difference is that you don't know he is doing it. That's why you will feel it's not happening. It is when the man is. I told my friend today that the only reason why you are panicking now is because you caught him. You don't know how many times he has done it.
Exactly.
Oh,
The
No,
only
do
reason
you
you are
know that a lot
panicking.
of women don't have problem, even they didn't catch the man. Because what
Yes.
you don't know, you understand?
God bless you. You
That
don't
is why
know.
it is advised that women should stop checking their guy's phone and all those, because that's the way they find. If you can't find them, now you go get
If you,
problem. Now you go still
God
get,
bless you. God.
you will
Now
not have
she's running up
the
and down.
effect to be
I
done
will
on
pack my bag. I will leave. I say, Madam, calm down. Oh.
you.
Calm down. This thing where you dey rake. Now because of say you see him today, he may have been doing this thing since. Not be today. You guys have been in this relationship for 4 years now.
oh,
For him to get mind, do this kind of thing, only for 1 week where you know they around. He has been doing it.
Exactly.
He has been doing it. So men cheat oh. You know they panic now because you have not seen your own cheat. Men are just, I don't know, I don't want to say useless, but they are just a different kind of
Yes,
species.
come.
It only takes
hey,
it
And
takes a
don't not
man with
deny for your husband.
huh,
Never you deny for your husband.
guys,
no,
I have checked.
let me read some charts, guys. I am shocked to my bone. You understand? Let me
hmm,
start with Spicy. Spicy is, oh my god, it's like she has a lot of friends or some. Let me even see her text. She said that men cheat, oh, but if you hear the story of women,
No, but I've said it now. There are some men that said that like 90% of married women cheat. Those are the people that have experienced it. I've had somebody that said like
90%.
90%. Yeah,
that's not true.
it's
That's not true.
subjective now. That is in his own perception. You
Okay,
understand?
maybe in his group of friends.
Yes, I feel that is his own perception. Maybe the kind of people that he have encountered. Because if we are asked our opinion, you give your own percentage
Yeah,
based on
Yeah,
your own environment. You understand?
yes.
So
yeah.
it's because of what Spicy said. Spicy said that we are talking about men, even
Men and
women cheat.
women cheat.
You know,
Yeah.
I have already said that most women too, especially when they are in distance relationship, most of them. So me, I feel distant relationship also caused it. But notwithstanding, people say when they together with their wife go outside the shop, come inside clean mouth.
Clean mouth.
God
So
bless you. Even carry
Clean
the
mouth.
commas join.
Let me read some more
so
comments. Vanessa said, I always tell people to keep an open mind. You understand? So that if
Hmm.
you meet trouble in the future, you don't have to kill yourself, just like your
Eh,
friend is now confused. And
yeah,
then you yourself said, I know of a lady that slept with her sister's husband and
husband.
had a son for him.
Arrow. People
Hey,
have really sold their conscience.
abominations.
Heartless.
Seriously, arrow.
Abomination.
a lot of evil that has been normalized in our world today.
Exactly,
A
exactly.
lot,
So
a
many
lot of
things.
evil. Yeah, and somehow the society have accepted these things because even if you come out and say, "Oh, this man cheated on me" or "This woman cheated on me," they feel like, live with it. Hello, like it's
Yes,
normal.
I think it's because of
Move
that
on.
notion that they said man is polygamous in nature, and
By nature.
that African men, you
You
know
see,
how they will tell you the
that is
African
why
men are polygamous.
each time I come to panels like this, and they're talking about relationship, I always tell women, see, you deserve all the love you can give to yourself as much as possible. Hmm? Because why women feel so hurt and terrible or they lose themselves when these men leave or when they cheat is
Hey,
because we depend so much on them. If we are able
I don't
to,
agree with you, my sister. Sometimes,
my
not even
sister,
sometimes, when you love a man, when you fully trust that's your husband,
You want him to be
ah,
yours.
You understand? Also, when you trust him, you know, what the pain you feel is that he what's that? He disappointed you. Like what you never ever expected. You got to see that thing, or you are seeing it. You feel betrayed.
See, my sister. What I mean is, there should be a deal breaker for everybody. Everybody should have their deal breakers. Oh, my love.
Of
If
course,
no matter
everybody
how I
have.
love you, no matter how I love you, after in fact, when I got married to my husband, I told him the day why I catch you with my koro eye, say you do this kind thing. You go see me, say I go do and self, then we'll go reconcile for village.
You don't go do me.
No,
That's what
nah,
you
you
say.
can't do.
You don't go do
And so that you are well aware. You are
Ruth, you will
well
not
aware.
do it. You will not. You dey talk. Yeah, people like you. Yeah,
She
people
was
like you when
in
they talk
anger.
like this. I know what I talk about. People like you
Because
when they talk like this.
now
You dey
men,
do
now
the
they
talk,
push
you will not
women
do
to
it.
these things sometimes. They frustrate us to these things. We're not built like this.
The woman
You
that actually
know?
does this thing, they don't talk. They don't say anything. For us, when they talk, wait, like for us that talk, say, hey, we threaten the man. When you do it,
Okay,
you won't do
Ruth,
it.
let me read what Zube says. Zube said, Ruth that can solve the problem. Okay, Ruth, you're going to do the same. You reconcile. If somebody brought a matter to you today, have you sorted it out?
Exactly.
Have you answered
Me,
the
I'm
lady?
still, me,
I'm
I'm
sure,
still
okay,
telling
like
her,
you, like you
I'm
by
still
yourself,
telling
you
her
were
to
saying
calm
that you
down. She's
told
coming
her
back.
to
So I'm happy
you
I'm
know the same
listening to
person
this.
that said, Ruth, you said earlier on that you told her to calm down, to be calming down. Why
Yes,
didn't you
so
tell her
I
to
told
do her
her.
own ahead? Why didn't
No,
you tell
no,
her to
no,
do
no.
her
We'll
own
calm
ahead?
down first. We need to discuss first.
My sister, when the time comes, you will not have the mind. You will only be disappointed.
Hey, my
You have
sister,
to
God.
understand.
May God go help us for this relationship matter. I beg. I beg.
It's not
It's
easy, eh?
really very difficult. I was telling you guys what happened to a man that just got widowed, you know. That same day, chicks that were single, they lined up to the point that when men were leaving, they say, okay, now let's all be leaving. They said, no, we are still going to, let's make sure he's okay. And so you don't know who is eyeing your husband, though.
It's
You
true.
don't know who is looking for that which you have at home. And this man, they continue to exchange. This person will come and sleep on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They will cook, clean. At the end of the day, when the man won't marry, the man left all of them, went to Nigeria and brought his wife.
Can you imagine?
And brought his wife. So people should just be careful. The fact that you're there washing plates, cooking for the man, and all of that does not guarantee you a space in that home.
True,
So,
true.
like Ruth said, self-love. Nah, if you love yourself to the point that
Shebi
you're
na
willing
wetin I dey
to
talk. Vivian say
put,
no. Now
love
self-love, oh my
yourself,
sister. Hey.
first before you start thinking about another, because nothing is guaranteed except
No,
death.
that's to say I got you wrongly now. I thought you said you were going to do your own. Like if you
No,
found out
no.
that you
Definitely no. We're not going to
no,
our two no go
I
mad.
misunderstood you,
But
my sister. I didn't understand you. Yeah,
uh,
I didn't understand you.
But let me read a lady, spicy lady. She said, Ruth, she was referring to Ruth. Ruth, God forbid it happen. Oh, your heart will seize first.
not true now.
Then you burst into cry. You know we sabi cry.
My sister, not crying. My friend they cry today. Now I don't hold and tire. Me say don't they breathe. My heart say follow the help her cut. She's coming back to my place now. She can't even stay in her place. She's so
The
heartbroken.
most
That
important
is
thing is for
right.
her just that first
That princess
that
is crazy.
self-love.
Rose,
Let her just begin to withdraw
Rose, can you
herself a
hear
bit
me? Oh, yeah,
to heal. You
Yes, I
understand?
can hear you.
what is
Where's the
the
noise coming from?
from
Yeah,
roots?
it's coming from Roots. Yeah.
Sorry, my children are plenty.
Okay.
They're all blessings.
God don't bless you. That God is small.
Yes, so
Like
no,
I said
no.
earlier
If
on,
in terms
you are
of what Ruth was saying, if it pains, yes, it pains, because no man, even if he's your boyfriend, that is not your husband, and you caught him with another man, another woman, it will be painful. And this one is not even only one woman, two. No matter how you love yourself, no matter how you cherish yourself, you will still break down. But let her not dwell in the being down so much. Heartbreak is definitely something she have encountered. But the thing is that let her try to come out. Is from the self-love she have that can help her to come out soonest. Do you understand? It can help
Yeah.
her to come out soonest. It's not like it's common that somebody just betray you, maybe little, or somebody tell a lie about you. You will be feel hurt. Talk more of somebody you are sharing love. Your husband is just like your half parts betraying you or all those things, So it's painful. Sometimes all these therapies, they say cry. So if she's crying, allow her to cry. Because if she did
Yeah.
not cry, it can cause her, maybe she will have BP and all that. Let her cry, but let her not wallow in sorrow for long.
Honestly,
problem.
you really have to talk to her to understand that she needs to think about herself right now. It's going to be that zone where you
Because
become
even if
self.
she dies today, that man will marry tomorrow.
Correct.
Exactly.
So the point she is now is the point of selfishness. She should be selfish to herself, think about herself, her state of mind, her mental health. Think about what
Exactly.
makes her happy. If they have kids in the relationship, she should look onto those children and draw strength. The man is secondary right now because of he's very fresh. You understand? The emotion is
Yeah.
still very hot. And she should calm down, like you said. After everything, she has calmed down. If she has a mother that has listening ears, she can talk to her mother for advice. If she doesn't, because not all mothers will listen to that kind of story and tell you, "I'll not pick a fight." She should just find a scripture in the Bible that can help her if she's a Christian to like overcome this period. Then I think as time goes on, before she now get to dally with her husband again, the man should go through STD screening to make sure
Definitely.
she is safe. Okay, this is women talking to women. Her health is more
Yeah.
important. Her mental health is more important. If she develops BP now, she's the one that be taking medication for the rest of her
Yeah.
life.
Exactly.
So she should know, what do I love to do? Do I love taking a walk in the beach? Can I call my friend to come and walk with me? Tomorrow is Sunday, still weekend. You guys can organize. If
Let
it's
her
just
try
go
to
to
give
somewhere,
herself a treat.
talk, drink, go for a coffee. If he's overseas, say go for a coffee, go for a walk. Just things that will distract her mind from the reality until she's
Yes.
able to like stop, handle the pain. Then she can get back to how to
And
make
it's even good she left the house to come to your place to
yeah.
chill off.
Yes.
At least by the time she will talk with the kids, will play with them, she'll be distracted a bit.
Yeah.
But when
She
you
told me
talk to
this
her,
morning
she
that
have a
when
greater part
she
of
didn't want to
work
check
to
her
do.
BP because the way she was yesterday night, if she checked her BP today, she sure it should have gone very, very high. I just told her to please calm down. We played a little bit. She smiled a little bit before leaving now. So I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for her to come back. Maybe we'll go have a drink or something. Yeah.
I don't even know what the world is really turning into. I don't
And
really know.
Rosie is
So
also
many people are
helping.
not seeing some things that used to be abomination before. People are now
It's now
normalizing it,
normalized.
making
Yes,
it
it's now
look like it's a
normalized.
normal life and all those things.
Mm.
Seriously.
Rosie has an advice for the lady. She said, please, as a certified crybaby that she is, tell the lady to cry. Honestly, crying is healing for me. I don't know of another person.
Yes.
It's healing for me. I've gone through situation in life that all I could do was sing and cry.
Right.
You understand?
Mm.
By the
Me
time you
too.
finish crying, it's like they lifted a whole burden off your shoulders. Even if it's just for 30 minutes, for 1 hour, you have a
Yeah.
relief. So if she feels like crying, let her cry. And then Be Yourself has been giving us some quite heart-wrenching stories here. She said that the lady that got pregnant for her sister's husband was also married at the time and had her own son. So you see how complicated her situation is.
Hey.
She has a husband, she has a family, she has her own kid, but the banana that is her younger sister's own is what was
Hey.
troubling her. So the world
So,
is,
so
I don't know.
yeah, for this particular thing is a two-way thing too. We need to look at it from the two perspectives, from the perspective of the husband of the sister, and from the perspective of the sister too.
Even if it's a two-way thing, is the man himself is not a sister to your sister. You are the blood. The man is a stranger that became married. You understand? Became brother-in-law. Is your sister. Even if the man is also a party to it, I'm not even blaming the man in this case.
Please, let's ask be yourself. Is the woman still with her husband now, even after giving birth to the son, to the
Be
child?
yourself is gone. But I don't know if she's still here. Let me ask her. Oh, this whole story is correlated. Just imagine. Okay, my sister.
Okay. The lady is also married. She was married.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it's like all this help, where all these people that used to
Not
somebody
help.
will
This
carry
blood
somebody will
sister.
marry and carry her sister
Married
as
woman,
a
then
help.
you're
Wow,
busy
this is
eyeing your
because
younger
they hear,
sister's,
eh?
man, that
These
one
are
is
high,
not. I'm telling you. Be yourself. If you're still here, please, we have a question for you. Is the lady still married to her husband, or is it now a broken home situation? And we have another one here, Collins Food Court. Thank you so much. She's been on the chat. She said, cry out there. You'll feel better. Don't kill yourself for a man. Your own will come in Jesus' name. Collins, thank you so much for the advice. So, Ruth, I believe you're gathering a lot of things you're going to.
Yes.
Right
Yes,
now.
So let me ask one question from all these things we are saying. Maybe it could make another topic. Is it right for a woman to leave her home if she catches her husband cheats? Is it right?
No,
What
for
is
me,
the best advice?
For me, what I would say is that I'm not gonna leave my home, but definitely I will not sleep in the bedroom. Okay, because you know the way the mind works. You're going to start imagining, hey, only God knows. Maybe they were holding hand doing this on my bed. So your mental health, getting into that room is going to be a turn off for me. Then first, another thing, if it's a situation where you can pay for a hotel, take your child with you, lodge in the hotel for at least today, tomorrow, to cool off your temper. You understand? So it's a two-way thing. If you can handle seeing him around in the same house and not kill him or kill yourself, then
For the meantime.
Because she said she felt like strangling him yesterday.
That's the thing. If you're the kind that are hot-tempered, pack your overnight bag, carry your child, go to check in a hotel, and just cool off before you return back to your home. You're not gonna leave your home because of another woman or through some kind of situation. No, it's healing that you need, definitely, to get you out of it. But like I say all the time, it's easier said than done. When we are in the thing, then we know how you get as well. But God will grant her help.
Can I say something?
Yes, sweetie, go ahead.
Well, it all depends. It depends on the relationship. Is it something that just happened once? Is it a continuous thing?
See, sister, is the one that she has seen. This is the one that she caught him. From what me I'm saying, I didn't tell her that though. From me, what me I'm thinking, this thing has been happening before now. It don't happen with one person. It don't happen with 1.5 person. For him to try 2 persons, this person is a chronic. But I didn't tell her so that she will not feel terrible. This person has been doing it since. For him and to bring the person to the house, you get mind.
That's the height of it. What happened?
Well, I'm going to give my answer based on what I would do. Like for me, if it's something that is a continuous thing, I won't remain there because I have to be in a stable state of mind to be able to take care of, to bring up the children. You understand? Because if it is something that just happened, maybe accidentally, maybe they were somewhere and it wasn't something that was planned, it happened because it has happened like that several times, that a man would just cheat on his wife. Like maybe probably it was it was something that they didn't plan for. I don't even know how to put it. It's quite different from when this is something that is just a habit to the man. He does it like anytime he has the chance, he does it, and also even has the audacity to bring these people to the house. Me, I won't be able to cope with that. So, to remain in that same relationship, knowing fully well that my husband is a cheat, that he does it with ease. I won't be able to stay there, to remain there.
But name Vivian, me, it's not in my place to tell her to leave her husband.
No, of course not. Of course not.
No, everybody handles situation differently.
I can't tell her.
Happening for the first time. We don't really know this. That's another thing.
Yeah, what I would
Okay.
say here, what I would say, whether first time or multiple times, you understand, for him to have gotten to the point of threesome, that means it's a habit. And
Yeah.
also to bring down them to my bed, that means no respect for me, no respect, no dignity of any kind. What I was, if
And
I were in
she's
that girl's,
asking her, why didn't you call before coming? Yeah.
I
Why
know
didn't you tell me
that's
you were
because
coming? Yeah, why didn't you tell me before coming? Yeah, so that
What do you
you
have
would clean
regard for the guy?
everywhere.
No respect.
oh,
That means this man is a habitual
Yeah.
cheater.
I go promote them
Yeah.
when I go kill me for my papa house. Make I kill me for my papa house.
bro,
Hmm.
that one pass your counseling ability. You have
Ah,
My,
to
that's
have
why
to
this
tell the
topic.
woman
See
to
me,
go
I've
and
been
talk to her
listening.
mother.
I've been listening since. I've
No,
been
no,
listening.
no.
The only thing
Yes.
I advised her to do, because she was already telling me she wants to go and pack her bag and go. She wants to. I said, no, don't pack your bag just yet. Calm down. Calm down. Don't pack your bag just yet. You need closure in this matter. At least you guys will have a conversation about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then when after the conversation, if the man know they talk well, then you can now know what to do. God will give you direction. Not be me go tell another woman make a pack load come up for husband house. No, I'm
God
not going to do
forbid.
that.
Yes.
I won't do that.
let them sit
When
down.
she speaks to her husband, when she talks to the person, if the man is not flowing well, God will give her the discernment to know exactly what next step to do. I won't tell her to leave her house.
Correct.
Exactly.
It's such a painful situation, just like be yourself just said is a painful situation. Vanessa said it could be fantasy. Yeah, it could be fantasy for the man, but men, there are hotels and lodges where you can check your stupidity,
He will
your
not come and be fantasizing on the same
and
bed.
coming
That
to
means when he's not
mother
laying with
home.
his wife, he will not be fantasizing of
Those
threesome.
women and the
Hmm.
So
man,
that
the
means
woman will
he's
be
cheating
thinking it
on
was
her
me.
now. He's cheating on her emotionally and
And
physically.
otherwise. So no. That's so painful to handle. The lady, I pray for her and I wish her well, but her situation
That's
is a
emotional
very terrible one.
torture. Emotional
It
torture.
is. It is.
That's easy cheating, no. There's different
She came.
cheating.
She came to my house with a
That's
big
not cheating at all.
bottle of dry gin. Just to, she kept
I
sipping
sell it
it.
to
I was
That's
like,
the
babe,
Martha.
worst
calm
thing she can
down.
do because let her
I
stop
said,
drinking
babe,
and
calm
also
down. She's
advise
so
her to check her
confused.
BP. Check her BP
Let's her
because
not damage her liver.
young people are dropping dead because they don't check their BPs, especially in a
Exactly.
situation like this. Let her check
Mm.
her BP. It's very, very
Me, as
See,
I
important.
am, I'm a very,
Rose
very
was
sensitive
responding.
person.
Rose
Extremely
responded to
sensitive.
that question I asked. She said everyone has different deal breakers.
Yeah.
I think she still says some women can't stand cheat, then some
Mm,
can. So, some people, when they catch their husband cheat, they can just walk away and that is all. That ends the
mm,
marriage. Some people they will walk away for the meantime, clear their heads,
And then
become
mm.
stable, and then come back. Then some people they will not talk, they will stay in that house and they'll be doing the man at things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not the husband, the children will be suffer too. Because you can't have those things in your mind, like having those things in your brain and be taking care of those children. And you can't be able to like do things like in the right way.
Vivian, you're talking like Wabeke that you are, okay? That's how
Hey,
you're talking. You've lived most of your life, if not almost your life overseas. That's why you're talking like that. If you
no,
were back
man,
home,
no.
no, wait, if you were back home, your mother will tell you when you're married, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Figure
Please,
it
man.
out.
Can I say something? There's a video I made because there is one because being that I'm in Italy, there is one name that they are calling every woman that is in Italy prostitutes. You understand? There's one day.
Vivian, please, what's the name?
The name of what?
You said there's a name they used to call people.
Call people how? I
Calling
don't get
people
it.
in Italy, women in Italy.
Most women are like when they see you in Italy, for them they just generalize that they are all prostitutes.
Yeah, that's
Especially when you say you are from a Edo State. Like as I am now, I will never like tell anyone now. Like sometimes some people just ask me, being that they see my surname and ask me, are you Igbo? I sometimes tell people, yes, I am, but in most cases, I just tell them I am not even, because I can't even say one word in Igbo land, like in that their language. So I am Edo. I was born and brought up there. So what am I talking about? This most time they tend to like generalize all
Generalize.
Nice, yeah.
that they are all prostitutes. Why is that? Because majority of the women that are here, that's what they come here to do. And sometimes they themselves, they don't even have respect for themselves. You understand? Like as we were talking about parents before, sometimes most of the things that some women do, they do it because of their parents. That noise was distracting me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. Now my wait, hold on, please, guys. Let me take care of my daughter. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Someone else can pick up. I'm trying to respond to the chat. Thank you so much, Suzanne Herbal, for joining us today. Thank you so much, Jennifer Chris, for joining us. Thank you, Jenny Onyinye. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Please feel free to jump in on the link. We are discussing about long distance relationship. Does it result to side chicks? And a case in point is Mercy Aigbe's story with the interview she granted yesterday with her new husband. So we are trying to like understand what could lead to side chicks and when side chicks, can now take off over the home if care is not taken. And a lot of other discussion based on relationship, marriage are, creeping in, and we've been digesting that. We have our beautiful Ruth here who came with a real life situation of her friend, catching her husband red-handed, with two women on their matrimonial home. So it's like a, caught in the act kind of situation on an act of threesome. So these are the things we are discussing. So feel free to jump on the link and let's hear your opinion. The girl in question is going to get back to Ruth. So any good advice we are going to give today, Ruth is definitely going to share with the lady on how to handle this situation because it's so fresh and she's drinking herself to stupor. So let's see how we can help.
Truly.
Okay, so talking about African parents, the fact that I've been here for quite some time, my mom will never, may her soul rest in peace. You understand? Before she died almost a month ago, my mom is the kind of person that even if I should call her now to tell her, Mom, this is going on, or this is what happened, or she will never tell me to do something that isn't good. Like she will tell me, like, you have to use discernment, sit down, think, and share 1 or 2 scriptures with me. Unlike many mothers, like same from that same Edo state, that will tell you to do the opposite. Or rather, let me not say Edo state. Most African mothers, you understand? I remember when I called my mom concerning that same lady, like when I found out what was going on, she told me, sit down, call your husband. You guys should like sit down and talk like 2 adults. Not telling me, instead of telling me, no, you know your husband now, Igbo, and men, there is their nature to cheat. So even if you be say, okay, cheat now, not be during a pandemic with day, go out now. The man and the woman they right time, so there's no need for you to start doing any investigation or just keep quiet, not do any wahala. No, my mom told me to do what I was supposed to do, like to do my own investigation to know what was actually going on. Because she would have easily just said to me, no, don't make any wahala with this man, no. Or don't even try to even call the lady in question's husband. So with men, women, mothers are quite different. The fact that my mom, if my mom, she only came abroad just once, stayed for 1 year, all her life in Nigeria. So that mentality depends on the person, like the woman in question.
Yeah, that's true. But the generality is what we are looking at here. You understand? The large number of people, what they are going to
But
react,
the thing is that, Oyoyo, you are still right. You are still right because most often, especially, I don't know about other African people, but at least our Naija women, our Naija mothers, once you are getting married, most of them believe that you are married. And a lot of them also faced all this infidelity of a thing from their man. You see a mother, she knows. Is it not in our African country, in our Naija, that maybe your husband, you will know that your husband is even fathering children for a certain woman, and you can't do anything about it.
They will
So
tell you
they
in fact, the
know.
man is treating you rightly. The man is not treating you, but he's taking care of you and your children.
Yes,
So
you
don't
know,
allow
we are
that one
trying
to
to
be your
counteract what
problem.
you said. That's why we are saying that it happens. So many women will tell you that once you are married, you are married. Some people, they will even tell you that if a man cheats, that is not an excuse to leave
leave
your
the woman.
marriage.
Exactly.
Yes. Some
It's
people will
correct.
even tell you, are you leaving your marriage for who? That
Because of
was why
another
I asked
woman.
that question. That is better you stay in your marriage and fight that lady that wants to come and take over. Who are you leaving your marriage for? So if it does, if they do say it, they do say it. But everyone, in as much as you have a mother or parents that can advise you on what to do when you are facing difficulties in marriage, you still have your own life. You know what is good for you. You know what is best for you. So that was why Rosie said that everybody have their own deal
Deal
breaker. To
breakers,
some
yes.
other persons, if their man cheats, it doesn't mean anything to them. To some other persons, it's their deal. They are done with that so-called
Exactly.
marriage or relationship. So it just
Absolutely.
depends on individual.
The
Yeah.
fighting isn't a bad idea, but what of the person that you want to fight for? Isn't the person, like maybe he doesn't want to be fought for? It's wanted for you to want to fight for your husband. Then what of that man does his relationship? He doesn't want. He still wants to remain the way he is.
Yeah, the thing is that you can do what you think is right for you. If you want to make that kind of relationship work for you, you have to put effort to see if it's going to work. Haven't done all you're supposed to do and it's not working, then you can take a bow. It's not a must you remain there, especially when the man is not willing to change or willing to adjust to the reality that, look, my wife is not in support of this. She completely frowns at this, and this my behavior is a horrible one. I don't want to continue this way. If the man is not willing to accept his mistakes and make amends, seek for therapy, or change his behavior, then there is no point a lady should stay in the marriage. See, I love marriage and the sanctity of it. I don't just love marriage because, hey, I have to stay there until I die. If it's working out, fine. Somebody will say maybe because of my background. Yeah, it could be majority because of my background as a lawyer. If it's working out, fine. If you have done everything to make it work, and if it's not working, you don't have to kill yourself staying there. That's the way I look at it. If you have sought the face of God in prayers, and then the man is not changing, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you've done well. If you have sought other means to like make yourself happy or even fulfilled as a married woman, and the man is still not changing, is your responsibility to know what is best for you. How do I want to continue? How many more years do I have to live on planet Earth? Am I going to live it in misery, or am I going to live it as a fulfilled woman? What can I handle? What can I accommodate? You know yourself more than any person, more than even your therapist, more than anybody advising you. So if
God
you
bless
cannot
you.
handle it, take a bow. I keep saying it. Don't stay
Much
there.
respect, man. You've said it all. You've said it all, man.
Ma'am, Oyoyo, Vivian, Unique Lady P, I have to go now. My kids are in the house. The noise will be crazy now, so I'll just have to step down now. Okay. Thank you for having
Okay,
me.
just take care of your
Yeah.
friend for us. Her life
Thank you
matters
very
to us.
much.
Please,
Thank you
yeah,
so
I
much.
heard
Yeah.
Even if you have to stay longer in your place, just take care of her. Do the best you can do, at least.
Thank you. I will. I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for we
Take
will be
care.
putting her in our prayers, and hopefully she'll find some closure finally.
Yes. So, amen. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us
Our
today.
greetings to your
Vanessa, you don't
Yeah.
want to jump in this discussion. You're just there at the background.
Mel, this one a hot
Yeah?
discussion. No one, may we hear your
Honestly,
voice.
and
Eh?
Rose wanted to
Rose,
jump in
would you
before, but for
please
some
ask
reason
that lady that question you wanted to ask?
she's cooking.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. She's cooking. That's why she couldn't jump in. But she
But
said
she's here.
she answered that the man, okay, she hasn't answered if the woman is still married. Let me
Exactly.
see if she answered. Be yourself. If you can hear my voice, please let us know in the comment section if that lady that cheated with her sister's husband, whether she's still married to her husband or not. We need to know because our ears are really itchy. We want
Content
Very
creators.
because that's a content on its own. Oh, if you guys are not picking topic for content and titles, honestly, they are really coming up.
I'm going to ask her for permission if I can like say one or two things about it, like do
Yeah.
something like 3 minute video on it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what will pick for me now. Because most of
Yes,
the reaction, like okay,
Mel,
now
jump in,
now
Mel.
for those that watch my videos that are here, I don't know if you can give me the opportunity, like just a minute, to just clarify something here. I don't know if I can. So for those that have seen my video or any reaction that I've done so far, I will never take side with anybody. And there's no one that will ever try to convince me to talk bad at anybody. Me, I don't do reaction to criticize. Sometimes I might say words that sometimes later on, and maybe after watching the video, I'll say maybe I won't have used that words. You know, sometimes we as imperfect humans, we use words that even without knowing, we just judge without even knowing. So if there's anyone that is here that you feel disappointed with my choice of words or with any reaction that I've done so far, I'm sorry. Please still love me.
You can't be serious. You know, when I watch your reaction, you know what I say? I said this Vivian should be a clown. She should just go and sit down.
None of it.
People are talking something serious. You just come and talk your own in a way that the person will say, what is she even saying? Eh? She should make it a comedy. Then we'll know. Then at some point you get serious again. That you should stop it. It's not right. I said, okay, now you're coming.
No, I'm just talking generally. I've never really judged anyone. I don't judge. But sometimes people tend to misunderstand like what you're trying to say.
Yeah. No, your reactions are okay. You understand? You shouldn't be doing anything you're doing on your channel based on what other people's opinion is. No. If they like it, fine. If they don't like it, some people will like it and they will follow you. The only thing is that if you're doing reaction, that's what I know. Make it your own opinion. This is my opinion. This is what I think. You understand? It's not the general opinion everybody should think. You understand? It's my personal opinion. And that the reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, let it be opinionated, just like Madam Diana said. Is your opinion you're giving in that particular reaction. You understand? Yeah. So you're not there to castigate anyone. And then people should stop reading a lot of meanings to other people.
They do. Anyway.
So be yourself just answered. She said the lady is still married though, but that marriage has been a hell. The husband is a good person. Maybe the husband did not know.
I'm sure he knows.
He knows, right?
I'm sure he knows. That kind of thing go happen. Everybody go here now. Hey.
My kind of husband will say, okay, I think you have made your decision. So, you know, honey, that is it. Period. So the husband is really a good person to have. But I don't even look at it as being a good person. Why do you want to live in hell? Because of what the society will say. The woman did an abominable thing. Who will take that child now? The husband is, because she's still married in that, especially if they're Igbos, she's still married into that husband. So the husband is the man's own. But you know definitely well that the child does not belong to you. I mean, it's a very difficult situation for one to find him or herself.
My mom once had a neighbor that the husband traveled abroad. The man stayed 2 years. Before the man came, in between that 2 years, the woman gave birth to a baby boy. And the woman was already having 3 daughters. Yes, the woman was already having 3 daughters for the husband. So when the husband came, I don't know, these people in question, they are also Igbos. The man accepted everything and it was like nothing happened.
Wow. You know why the man can accept it, right? The man has a family also in Obodo Ibo, wherever he's coming from. So he has his own thing that is going on for him there.
Things are happening, man. Things they happen.
He can accept that because he knows what he himself is also into. Maybe he has family there, he has children as well. So, I mean, what the heck? After all, the woman needs to, you know? So it all depends. Let's welcome Mel. Vanessa Scott, thank you so much for jumping in. You've been here for a long time, you know, in the comment section. Thank you, sis. Thank you, beautiful model, for jumping in. Let's hear what you have to say.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, unique. I heard you like I should come up this type of gist. My
I
house
say,
here was a bit noisy, so
these
I was like,
days,
let me be
these
typing
days, just
until
dey
they
back
calm
bench,
down.
waiting they happen. Now your small madam, they keep you busy like this.
Not be him and the papa. They sabi make noise. So I say, make I wait until they close their mouth before I go jump on the link. Only two, they behave like battalion.
They even try. Say, I say me, I no fit make film. I no fit film my videos with my husband. They even to do voiceover, I go beg and beg and beg am.
Are you serious? No, Unique. Let me give you trick.
Exactly.
If he's not listening, you just frown face. You know this is very important to me. Why are you making noise?
Exactly.
The man goes straight to
Exactly. Sometimes now,
My
if we get
husband
to
go
that
change
end, I
that
say, I
for
beg
you.
you, don't do. When I invest, now if you do that voiceover.
yeah. That's the way
But
to
me,
go.
my
Yo,
own
yo.
husband no go take my own best serious. Now that
My
time
no send though. Immediately you carry camera and go say, hey, you don't start with this. I don't say mumu now. So now you know what it be mumu. You go say, you don't start with this and a mumu thing what they do. You know they see YouTube or something serious, so you don't consign them. The more you just carry camera, after you want sing, you want shout, you want talk.
Exactly.
your husband white.
Hey, as if they are all the same.
Yes.
Yes, Vivian.
Now so you go be. So me, I totally understand. Now that time you go one play pass safe.
Exactly. They're not serious. And the thing go they vex me like this. You say, if I Nigerian person go understand, say person this, you go say, you don't get time, you go there, they talk.
Which Naija? I never tell you my own experience. Which Naija?
See, unique. The thing is, say, if you don't say, okay, I no go talk. You enter the other room halfway through your voiceover. You go just come in. I'll tell you something where not even the important.
Our celebrities here, Olivia Chukwu with 1.2 million TikTok followers. Drum roll, please.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Olivia.
Congratulations.
You guys don't mind me. Olivia is one story to tell, though. That will be for another day. She's won the talent girl.
Congratulations to you, Olivia.
Within 6 months, less than 6 months. Scott,
Wow.
I was monetized in September last year, so it's less than 6 months, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it should be less than 6 months. She has over 130,000 Instagram followers, over 1.2 million TikTok followers, and now they are following her to YouTube. So she's not even looking for any banana.
Interesting.
So they are following her.
That's the thing with social media now. You have to know how to,
work it.
Move around and how to, if you know how to work it, it will just work in your favor. That's the thing.
Honestly.
I saw someone showing her a check, like she was teaching people on TikTok too, how much Facebook paid her. And she was showing, she screenshot everything when she was teaching people how to go about it, how to grow their page. And I was like, wow, this lady got paid in dollars, man.
Yes. Yes.
God.
We have Constant too here. Thank you, Constant. She's been at the background for a while now. Thank you so much. Olivia Chukwu, you're going to teach us tips one day, but it's not on this section, on how to transform our TikTok, our Instagram, and then apply it to YouTube. Prepare that video, Olivia. I'm giving you content now. Go make that video. How to get organic followers from your other social media handles. Make that video, drop it. We are all going to come and watch because
you're always coming up with content.
We are
I'm telling you, she's not playing.
They talk about content.
Honestly, we are here for the dollars. Look at Vanessa talking about Facebook dollars. I've not even started Facebook. When I get small space for my life now, I go face Facebook. I'm beginning to warm up with my with my social media.
And your Facebook now have reels where you can post shorts.
Yes, they do. They do. So Vanessa, let's hear what you have to educate us on our topic today. Vivian has been amazing. Unique Lady P has been fantastic. Thank you guys, ladies. So Vanessa, is little Madame behind? Let's know so we can continue our discussion.
Oh, okay, let me go inside. So, all right. Yeah, so I've been listening to everything, talking about Mercy Aigbe and her husband. When I was listening to that interview, I was like, to me, it felt like Mercy was she was so interested in letting the world or Nigerians know that she is very rich. Because if you listen, she said it, that I don't know where they got this idea of that I married this man because of money. I am rich. I have a child schooling abroad where I'm paying in dollars. And I was thinking, should you be stressing that, or should you be stressing the fact that you knew this man from somewhere else, you were not friend with that lady, and you didn't snatch that lady's husband? The lady knew that her husband is bringing you in. And those are points that she was supposed to.
Mel, let me cut you short a bit. There was a video I saw before I came to this live. It was her old video. I don't know where they went to dig it out. In fact, Gist Lover said Nigerians know how to dig out the truth from people. They will go to your old. That was what
The crying
I think
video.
Gist Lovers tagged it or confirmed Gist. They said they
Oh,
brought
it's
it
not the
because she
crying
was
video.
saying.
It's not the crying video. It's not.
You said.
No. The other lady was asking if it is the crying video. I said no, it's not the crying.
Okay, no, it's an old video. So in that video, she was saying that don't date a married woman, don't date a married man because of small coins. That if you must to date a married man, let him build a house for you, get a car. You are not smart to get a car. Date a married man because don't collect chicken change from them. So I believe because she already knows she had dropped something like that, she wants to she's not trying to make it right, that it's not because of her money, because later it was this afternoon that they brought that video, that this is it, or this is what she said. Could this me I was now thinking, could this also be the same reason why she is marrying to this man, or why she dated the man? Do you understand?
Yes. And also
Right.
she added something else.
You're so right that I watched that video, and that video came, and then not too long after that video, it came after she had acquired her new home. That was when she made that video. It was a very controversial video. A lot of people attacked her for it. Maybe this man is not just a movie director. He's the owner of Ibaka TV, and he's also into real estate. So maybe Mercy got her own home and her own car. That's why she made that video. If you want to date a married man, if you grab the one that will build a house for you.
Of course, she's all those things. It's only a fool that will believe. It's not about judging. That's why when people react to things and then people say, don't react. No, react and bring out the facts. It is obvious that she married that man for something. Even if it's not the money, it's for the connections or something. It's not anything love. It was not love first. Maybe she will later fall in love with him, or if true what the wife is saying, that she's been seeing the man for a long time, then maybe now she has finally fallen in love with him. But that was not the first thing that happened. Not like love at first sight. Oh, this man is so handsome, he's so cute, then I love him. No, she went there for something. She had a target. So when I saw that she was stressing more about how rich she is, first of all, she's not the richest female celebrity in Nigeria. If you count the first top 10, dollars. If you count the first top 10, she's not even there. You understand?
No, but the truth is that when
talk about the most important, the thing is, the most important thing is the man's first wife is claiming that you are her friend, and that she was the one that introduced you to her husband. I was expecting Mercy to say how she met that man.
Thank you.
And I was expecting the man to say it too. We met somewhere different from my wife. Didn't know Mercy, or she only knew Mercy as a celebrity, as a movie star, and all of that. Or they meet in events, but they don't know each other. The important things that you should talk about, you didn't talk about it. You're telling us about paying your child's school fees in dollar. We don't care. A lot of people pay their children's school fees in dollars. Your fellow woman is hot. And okay, and now did you see the statement that the lady released, where the lady is saying, do not lie. We were friends. I introduced you to my husband on his 40th birthday, surprise birthday party that I did, which I invited you and your ex-husband. And if you remember, a photo was out where the four of them were standing together. Yes. So if you put 2 and 2 together, it seems like the first wife is making more sense than Mercy.
Yes, Mel, I believe that this thing that you just said, because even when the so-called husband was saying that Mercy was invited by who?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Exactly.
He mentioned people that were invited by who? Said Mercy was invited with her husband. This person was invited by her husband with invited by who? So that means it was the woman that also invited her.
Correct.
The truth
To
is
me,
that
that interview
Mercy doesn't
give
really
them
have
a lot of
money. If most people,
disservice. It did not help them at all. They could have just, been, lied low. They could have just stopped than coming to defend the reason why they got married. If you notice, Mercy released a statement saying some people will tell you to grant interview, to do interview, to clear the air, you do this one, people will complain. So people actually advise her to come and say those rubbish. You understand?
they don't love
Because
her.
they did not help her. They did themselves.
People advise her to do interview. If she knew that her slate was not clean, she should have just paid deaf ear to that advice.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Because
And
But
most
you
of
know
the
everything
things
that
is not true.
Mm.
You know, if actually she actually has money, there's nobody that has money that will brag about what they have. You don't have it and you brag about it. She's actually very poor. For you to be saying it, and those are assets that she thinks she has, is actually coming from that man.
I think so.
Yes, now who get money when they brag about money? No, they those that actually has it does not say it. Believe me, I know what I'm saying.
She could have
You're
had her
very
money,
correct.
but
It's true.
maybe
People
she
that are
has gotten
extremely
a lot
rich, if
of
you
things
watch
from
them,
the
they are
man.
quiet.
I respected that woman so much, but when she started saying all those things, kept it continuously, repeatedly bragging, I have money, I changed this. Nobody
I
does
am
that.
extremely comfortable.
Rich.
Those are
No,
the
no,
words.
no.
I am
It's not.
very rich.
It's not. If she actually has it, she won't be saying it. No,
And
no.
did you notice the smile in his face when she was saying that
When
thing
she
and
was
how she was saying it and looking at him with her side eye like Organo interrupt me, you know, just open my ears here. You're like, people, what do you watch? I hope people need to pay attention, body language and everything. When you watch people, watch everything. You will see that this person is just bullshitting.
Yes, yes. Now you know we have spoken
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it
yeah.
before you came in because we are talking even on that Instagram. If you see a lot of people on Instagram, they were just so concerned about it. Say, Auntie, stay quiet now. Auntie, you are saying.
Everybody don't see
Auntie,
her finish now. She don't just fool herself.
everybody was like, she's tense. Why? Like they were not seeing the reality. They were not seeing her composed. She was somehow tensed in that interview, meaning that something is
And did you
fishy.
notice that the man also said that he's trying to do the right thing? I cannot remember how he phrased that statement exactly, but he thank you, go. How I cannot remember exactly how he phrased that thing, but I think he said something along the line of he's trying to do the right thing now and that people will look up to him or something like that. That shows that you have been doing something wrong prior. It's now that you want to do the right thing.
Vanessa, let me correct that. He didn't say that he was trying. He said he's actually doing the right thing, not trying to do the right thing, that he was doing the right thing. That's what he said.
No, Vanessa, you know why he said that? Because he thinks he have taken the bull by the horn by making it public. You understand? That this one, no, they hide again. They are not hiding it again. So I think that is just where they are. I beg that their interview was as useless as anything.
And the whole story, sincerely speaking, they didn't do themselves good at all. They shouldn't have granted the interview in the first place because they're already in the relationship. They've been in this relationship, according to the first wife, since 9 years ago. So coming to tell us now does not make
and the major issues we are not addressed. So what's the point?
Thank you. She did not even say, okay, fine, I'm here to clear the air. I haven't known this woman before. I just met her recently in a party. Even her husband, I didn't know them before. Blah, 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 with some good evidence to support it. You understand? Because everybody is Lagos. There is no way you see some people connect it with each other. You understand? People go for functions, go for meetings, and they take pictures. This is era of social media. Anybody can flash camera anyhow. But she didn't come there to say, I did not know this woman. I did not know her husband before a certain period I met them. You understand? We were never friends. And the woman said, because you celebrities are always not acknowledging the fact that you were my friend. I was the one that introduced you to my husband. I was the one that invited you to the party. Now she's trying to, like, she did a reaction statement that if you grant interview, problem, people say granted. She didn't even say that, madam, please, we are not friends. So even in her, after fact, she didn't say, I'm here to clear this air and then straighten this record once and very last. You understand? I have never been your friend, madam. Stop dragging my name. We are not friends. She never said anything like that.
No.
And to top it up, that picture that the ex-husband released, okay, among all the whole people that attended the party, how come it was 4 of you that just singled out and took that picture?
No,
You
maybe they
understand?
had different pictures. You understand? You could just take group pictures. I think the Larry guy.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Do you know that if you come to my ceremony, because you know me, you want to snap a personal picture with, for me, my family and your family. Do you get?
Yes, they know each other. Well. They know each other, so she can't even say.
But if you check Mercy's what's it called, Instagram handle, not that she has kept quiet after the marriage. She has always been saying something indirectly, like ever since then.
And they do prepared and gang now.
Exactly. The interview yesterday was like kind of an opportunity for her to say more things. Like most of the things that she has been doing on her IG, like on her page, what's it called, Instagram handle. She just felt, now is an opportunity for me to pepper her more. But at the end of the day, the thing turned on her. That she even got uncomfortable. Didn't you guys see the way she was talking?
Hey, it was so obvious. Even if a small child can read meaning to it.
Couldn't, like, her mouth was just shaking. And then somehow, if the man wants to speak, she was kind of, they not allow the man to talk. I didn't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, she'll be trying to put some words in the man's mouth.
She didn't allow the man to answer. Like she was just
want the man to say something different.
That's because the both of them didn't rehearse very well in the house before they came out.
Exactly. Do you know, I was asking myself, Shebi, these people, they even rehearse these questions that they were asking.
They were busy changing clothes. Didn't they go through the script to know what to say?
They didn't.
I don't think they did.
They did, though. Do you know that those answers they gave, they planned it? They planned all those things they said.
You need to how did you know that now? They told you that they rehearsed it.
No, from they planned everything. They organized
it. It's obvious now. Look at them, the way they answer.
You wanted to come and make any different story.
You don't know the questions.
Hold on. Now I'll ask you, if it was planned, why is it that apart from the man that was composed, she herself, she wasn't herself? So if it was something that was planned, that they rehearsed it,
he was not even composed. He was not comfortable at all. That man was not comfortable.
But sometimes that you will plan what you will say on when you are making film. Before you know it, you not come and be saying something else.
Yes.
You know this camera thing.
Another reason is that being that even though they planned it, but what they planned for, they were all lies. There was
exactly that's what we are saying. That's why if a story is told, until you hear the second part before you can categorically say this is what happened. Now they are telling their own part of the story. You understand the way they did it. You understand. There was something that happened. There is one story that kept coming to my mind. There's these 4 students that it's just a story. They said the 4 students missed exam and they said they're going to lie to their lecturer. I don't know if you guys have read it before. So they now said they are going to lie to their lecturer. The 4 of them agreed. Then when they now went to the lecturer, they now lied to the lecturer that they were coming and they had their car broke down on the way, so that the lecturer can give them another time to write the exam. The lecturer said no problem. So the lecturer now scheduled another day for them to have the exam. Then he now puts them in different halls and tell them, what is the name of which road did you people have the accident? What is the name of the car that broke down? And then they even lied that they went to a friend's wedding party and they were coming back and their car broke down on the way. They now said, then who wedded? Now, do you understand? So they have planned they are going to lie, but now the question have changed. are you going to tell me that yes, they know that they know the story that they want to cook up, but at that
The
time in the exam, they
details, the
cannot share
details
that
are not
particular.
there.
I don't know if you're understanding where I'm coming
Yes.
from.
Yes.
So why I told this story is that those people now they're going to write different answers. You understand? Because the question have thrown them off balance.
Mhm.
Do you understand? So that is one thing about lies. When you are telling lies, you cannot tell lies confidently, and you cannot. Once you tell one lie, you need multiple lies to cover it up.
Yeah, to back it
Mm.
up. Mhm. It's true.
There was something
Honestly.
they say a truth cannot, I can't remember how he said that you don't need anything. Truth always stand on its own.
It
You
comes
don't need.
smoothly. Yeah.
So that is just it. If you watch that interview, you know that interview was not pure at all.
Do you
It
know, I
wasn't pure.
had to watch it more than 3 times before I
I
made it.
did.
I was
I
like,
did.
why is she,
Constance is saying that she hasn't seen the interview. After
Yeah.
seeing the video of Oyoyo, you can as well watch the full
yeah, it's
video
a very short video.
on what's it
3
called? On
minutes.
Facebook. It's on
Yeah,
Facebook.
it's on Facebook too, you see.
More than
This-
40 minutes. In
These
fact, I'm
people
doing a
just
reaction
shot,
of it.
they
this
shot
evening.
themselves on the feet. They didn't
I'm just
do
waiting
well.
for my daughter to sleep. Me, I'm doing a reaction video on it.
I hope you've been jotting your point.
Silent. By the time my husband don't go to bed, my daughter don't sleep. I'm doing 2 videos out of.
I hope you've jotted all the points. You're going to.
Yeah,
dish it
well,
out
now, even
today.
from this your show, self, I don't carry many talk. You go
You
hear
don't
like
carry anything. Okay,
Team
before
reaction.
the content, so I'm here saying it, and you people don't understand. Now, content, everything is content. Just constructively do your reaction video, and people will definitely watch. Honestly, I would say, first of all, they made a mistake by granting those interviews. They could have just gone for
Exactly.
their photo shoot and go back to their homes, continue living their lives. It's none of our business. But haven't done that interview. Like the way I ended my video, I said,
Okay, BU. Bye. Take care. Have a
Bye.
nice weekend.
okay, do not wake up a sleeping lion by attempting to to drag the tail. And I have because honest, if you do, look at that woman. She has kind of been quiet, all of a sudden she brought the fact, Mercy, we were friends. I was the one. She was very specific in her statement. What was her husband's name? You lied. You understand? So she was very specific, and she knows exactly what she was answering them, because those were the things we were expecting Mercy and the husband to grant the interview. And we are not friends. I take care of my first wife the same way I'm taking care of this new one. But because of distance in relationship, I have to get another wife, which is also my entitlement as a Muslim. But the way they were answering, jumping it from them, it did not make a whole lot of sense for me. So what I will say here, we have to watch and be what? The way they say watchman. What you have, guard it. Because you don't know who is eyeing that thing you have. You don't know who wants to take that which belongs
Oh,
to you.
you're the one that wants you to guide it now. Abi, you go change yourself. You do your best.
But you do
your best
first.
as a woman. Do your best as a mother, as a wife.
That's even what I said before. Say, just as you said now, like most of us are saying that the woman needs to repair her home. But what if that man, when you want try to put your head down, say in your head, don't let it be outside, you know what, make it put on for inside house again. So at the end of the day, even if you want to do something, the person in question should also be willing to make the thing to work, like to make the marriage to work. If not, it's just going to be just you. And we all know how it is now.
Yes, Vivian, this thing you said, that is why a lot of women are really passing through a lot, because a lot of people believe that it's women's duty to make their marriage work. You understand? But marriage, for a successful marriage, it needs both sides. The man doing his own equal part and the woman doing her own part. But by the time it's only the woman giving, doing, the woman will be drained. That's why a lot of women are passing through hell these days.
Yeah, at some point the woman will break down, and she say, "You know what? I'm tired," because she's not getting it back. Like they say, love is reciprocal. If you love me, I love you back. You understand? In as much as the Bible says that we should submit to our husbands, and then man, love your wife. At the same time, we should love our wife, our husbands too. It's a two-way traffic. It's not just a one-way thing. If you keep managing, I said it here. At one point, will you say I'm no longer going to manage it? At what point will you tell yourself the truth? I've endured for this man to change. 5 years down the line, he's still doing the same thing he did 5 years ago. How many years do I have to live on planet Earth that I will continue to do this until I enter the grave? You have to ask yourself questions. That's where self-love comes. That's where some people will call it selfishness. No, it's not selfishness. You just want your mental health to be in order. You don't want to go crazy. You don't want to go into depression or anxiety. All in the name, I want to keep my home. I want to make, not the only woman they make home work.
Do you know a lot of women are going psych these days because of marriage issues?
Yes. Is it because back home in Nigeria, they don't regard those things as a problem because poverty and hunger is still dealing with people. So a woman's mental health is secondary to discussion. They've not finished talking about what the government is doing. Bad road, no electricity, no money in the society to even take care of themselves. It's down to come and say, because my husband cheated, that's why I'm going through depression. You see fellow women, they will be the ones that will attack you first. There is this story I heard about Nigeria. They said a woman took her husband to police that the man cheated. So the police now say, waiting Oga do. He say, Oga was cheating with our neighbor. So say, now you can't drag your man, come police. You won't make I bring belt, join Oga. So you can understand why the society is. The society, they don't really want to hear the woman. It's like,
because they believe it's her fault. If the marriage is not going well, it's her fault. If the children are wayward, it's her fault. Anything that is not going well in a marriage is the woman's fault.
Exactly.
That's even majority of the women in Nigeria, most of them, or let me not just say Nigeria, majority of the women in Africa, because it's not just Nigeria, they will never come out. Most of them, they die in silence. Because first and foremost, if they come out, nobody will listen
because
to them.
of the culture.
Because if the man is
That's why I kept saying in the comment section, our culture, that's one thing.
They will ask her, what did you do? What are you not doing?
Check yourself. There's this couple.
If that man is doing that thing, is your fault.
Yeah, there's this couple, and one of their sons, he wasn't doing well in school when he was in primary 1, 2, 3. So, and then he had a lesson teacher and all of that. They did all they could do. I think primary 1, 2. So, do you know what the man will say? She's as dumb as you are. She's not brilliant. It's because she took your part of the brain. There was nothing. That man did not tell the woman. But guys, guess what? By the time the boy was in primary 5, and then he took the common entrance, this army entrance exam. The guy was the best student in Nigeria. Hey, the man say, "Oh, that's my son.
That is my son."
Yeah,
really? So you didn't remember 3 years down the line when you were abusing your wife, that the brain is like the wife's own, as dumb as the woman. Now he's my son. The boy is now, he should be graduating very soon from secondary school, and he kept on doing well. The point is that we give up so quickly, especially the men. They give up so quickly because the responsibility they feel lies on the woman to nurture your child, to raise your child, to do that. But it's not what it is overseas. Overseas is both ways. The husband is putting his own. The wife is putting his own. You have what? One goal, your children. Not her daughter, her son. It's our children. That's
it's that thing they used to say in Igbo, what a me of my obro yidin there. Then o meze bad, obro yidin there. Or o meze good, obro yidin there. So that is how it is.
You see, Olivia is telling us here that most women in Africa are fully dependent on their husbands financially. That's why they can do that. My dear, it's so deep. The culture has eaten so deep into the
Well,
fabric
even
of
the
the
ones
family.
that are not dependent, it's about the culture. Even the ones
It's the
that they have their
culture.
own money, the men still feel like they are
Exactly.
everything. It has to
Mhm.
do with the culture. All these things.
Olivia
That's
is
why
the
you could see this
culture. Is
man
the
saying,
culture.
religion, my religion allows me to marry more than one wife. Even traditionally, they will tell you the same thing now. The
Yes,
culture
now.
allows me to marry 10, 20 wives and have
Mm-hmm.
children that I cannot train, and some of them I don't even know their names. So it is part of our culture, and everything is blamed on the woman. Imagine Mercy saying, I'm the one that is second wife and I'm happy, it's my choice. When you hear a woman making such statements, you know that she's a fat liar. Who wants to be a second wife? Who is happy being a second wife? Who is proud being a second wife? Every woman wants her man to herself. You want to be somebody's second wife. Waiting. Now your own bad pass. So you just know that this person is a fat liar, and you don't have self-esteem, you don't have respect for yourself or anything. First of all, you were accused of infidelity in your first marriage, and now you dey go marry another person husband. You no find single man marry. So
Mel, that
a
first
lot of
marriage, was the man married before?
no,
No, the
when they
story.
separated, now they said is infidelity, but they did not
No, no,
say
no, Mel,
who
that's not
cheated.
what she was asking. The story was the man
Okay.
was supposed to marry another woman. Mercy came and took over. That was the story in that first marriage. That
Okay,
Oh,
because I
Mercy.
really?
saw one comment. Somebody commented and said, "As fine as you find like this rich, you have never gotten a man for yourself. You're always
Yes,
a second wife,
second
second
wife.
wife."
Mhm.
So that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, I think isn't as Mary married that the person he was supposed to marry, or Mary or that man had wife already before Mercy, something like that, close to that.
Wow.
Honestly, you guys
You
have
can
been
imagine.
amazing. Yeah, go ahead, Mel.
So what the thing is, most of these women that will come out and tell you, I'm proud of being a second wife, is because they are going there for a reason, not necessarily because they want to love or want someone to love them and all of that. It's just for a selfish reason. If that man was not wealthy, if he was not connected, would you be there? And not caring that you're hurting another woman. I don't care if you're not the woman's friend. The man has a wife. There's this mentality. I remember many years ago when someone was saying, I visit the man house. I see say woman clothes there the house, but me I go chook her there. Na second wife thing, I no mind. So you enter in house, you see say clothes there and all those things, knowing fully well that there is a woman in his life, but because say he get money and he get good character too. I don't even understand how he get good character if he get wife and he they chase another person. I go chook her there, and they chook her. So it shows how selfish some women can be. It's all about what makes them happy. They don't care about who they hurt, who they are stepping on, the person's toes or whatever. They will even step on your head just to get that 5 minutes happiness that will not last forever.
Yeah. Let me read some comments here. Olivia said, because most have read that one. She said again, when you work and have your own money, you can have a say in anything. Most women, even there are some that still have says, but it doesn't hold water. She said that most of the women are not exposed.
Olivia, in Africa, if you like, have billions. If you like, be as wealthy
Yes,
as what is that lady, Alakrija, be Aklija, what that richest woman in Nigeria. If the man will oppress you, he will still oppress you, and village people will still side him. All those Umuna, red cap chief, they will still side him.
that's true. That's true. It's the culture. The culture is not in favor of women at all. We are
Exactly.
expected to be seen but not heard. You understand? They parade us as wives, trophies, but your opinion doesn't really matter. But I'm
But
glad
I
a
want
lot
to
of
ask
women.
one question.
Mm.
Those days that our parents were marrying more than one wives and they were living in harmony. What's changed now? Why?
You
What
know,
changed? Because me personally, I like, if I see in my village, if I see a man that marries more than one wife and they're living in harmony, I used to be happy. You
okay,
understand?
let
I
me
used
let
to
me
be
answer your
happy.
That's
question
the
a little
So
impression we
what
bit.
have. They
changed?
don't
What
live in
makes
harmony, my
women
sisters.
becoming
A
very
lot,
brutal
a
now
lot,
about?
a lot have changed. When I mean a lot, because in those days, women were not educated. They were meant to be housewives. Most women married at age 15, they will send them to fattening room where they will nurture them. What are they nurturing them? How to take care of their husband and how to run a home. So those are the basics that those women had. Then things started changing. Women started getting into schools, getting educated. Some started knowing their rights. And don't forget, the West is also always influencing every society. So our women started getting educated. And once you are an educated woman, you know, oh, there are some things men should not do, and you keep quiet. That little education you have is what will make you stand on your feet and say, you know, Oga, that thing you did, I'm not gonna take it. I think you have to retrace your steps. Okay, don't do that again, because it's not gonna work. But in those days, a wife will know that those children passing her house are actually from her husband. You understand? But she will not say a word, because whether we like it or not, those are parents. They knew when their husbands, you know, they knew who their concubines. They knew all of that. You understand? But the societies did not allow them to even voice their opinion. Secondly, in some cultures, they accept concubines. You understand? Concubines are welcome in some cultures. You see a concubine who will cook food and bring to the man in his home. And his wife will know this is the day concubine is bringing food. And nobody will say anything. But you dare not do it now. It's at the gate that somebody will shoot you on the leg with that food. You understand? So realizing your rights, you understand, is a privilege to our generation. That's why a lot of things, and also people, the church, even Christianity also helped, because when Christianity came, it started preaching one man, one wife, one man, one wife. And if you look at 30 years ago, they were not requiring a marriage certificate, court marriage certificate before they wed you. But if you want to do a wedding right now in Nigeria, the priest, the Ukochukwu, the reverend father,
yes,
whatever,
you have to go and register with the court.
Yeah, you have to do court marriage first before they wed you in the church. What are they trying to do? To indoctrinate you to that order of one man, one wife, so that the chances of you having another wife is completely limited. So everything has to do with education. Things have evolved, and that's what we are experiencing now. And when you look at, you can be in my village in Nigeria, you understand? You're looking at what they are doing in Hollywood. Then your husband will now come home and say, Madam, where is food? I say, food is in the kitchen. You say, why are you not serving food? I say, look at that woman there, that she's also a wife, and she's not serving food. So those are the things that change. Again, a lot of people are Oprah's followers. We know the famous Oprah. Oprah said that it's not every day you cook for your husband. You can be able to cook once in a while for your husband. A lot of women jump to it. So you don't expect me to cook every day. After all, Oprah said it, you know. So a lot of things are changing. That's what I think is really happening. So any other person can jump in. Let me see what the comment section is looking like.
And Unique, answering your question, you said in those days, it seemed like some polygamous home used to be peaceful. It's just a facade. It's just a face that they put. They make it seem that way. I'm from a polygamous home. My mom is in her 70s. So I'm telling you that if you come to my place, like they eat in the same plate. So you can imagine, you know, everybody eat. We all eat in the same plate. Everybody is mommy. Nobody, you cannot call the other woman, the other person's mother, you know.
Mama
so if you're addressing, yes, that's how we grew up. But when you hear the battle of, because my mom is the first wife. If you hear the battle, first of all, my mom is referred to as a lion because she's called one bone. If she punch you one time, you go know where you land. You know, so that battle, they had that battle, you know. She they fight, they put the two of them for their place. Let me just put it like that. But when people come from outside, she's calm, everything calm, everybody, the three of them will sit and be gisting. So even till today, my village, I always use my dad as an example. See that man, he married two, nothing they happen. But see me, I marry one, they do anyhow. But you don't know the battle that is going on behind closed doors, you know. So it's never.
But definitely there must be battle, because even only you and your husband and children, there is still battle, interpersonal battles. You understand? There are, but then you still see the harmony and the unity. Like it's not like there is no battle. There is battle. You understand? But it was better. I think life was
Unique,
better.
what I would add
Because
at the
they value
time.
the reputation. Reputation
Because as
is
I am now,
everything those
seriously,
days.
as I am now, sorry to say that too. I used to think, I was even saying I was going to do an LS on it. Like, I didn't see anything about polygamy. So far as the woman will be okay, and like the woman will just live peacefully. You understand? Because I've seen some people that went and brought second wife for their husbands.
Mhm.
There are some people even ask their husband to marry their friends. You understand? I know is rare now, like in this recent age, but
Yeah.
those days, like such life is still sweet meal. Like say, if you go back like that, and you
Okay,
understand.
now let me say, in those days, women were very, very respectful. And because, like I said, a woman is meant to be seen but not heard. You understand? They want to see you, but where your opinion does not count. So, have you seen where a woman will come and say something where women are gathered? No. I don't have experience of polygamy, but my husband, his father was a paramount chief of Ndoki for over 50 years. He married, I think, 11 wives and several concubines.
Hmm.
And, he was the chief and the Royal Highness. So nobody will oppose his opinion. I learned his wives, they all lived in peace and harmony. But like Mel said, is a facade, peace and harmony. But when you get inside, there will still be scoy, you understand? But
Of course.
they don't allow the scoy to be shown. You understand? They know how to handle themselves. For those people that went through that, most of them will not even think about marrying his second wife or their sister marrying, that kind of, because they've experienced it. They know the pain that comes with it. Then what am I saying here? I don't have authority on that because I have no practical experience about that. But if I seek for my husband's opinion, I think it's going to be way far from what I can imagine. So the only thing he will tell me, he said when they were growing up, if you come into their compound, it's like you're in a marketplace. Because I can
Seriously.
imagine everybody, and most of the women, I think maybe few of them didn't have children. Some even married wives, like you said, you need lady for themselves, you understand, so that they can create. But if you come into the compound, the waste compound, it was like market square. This person will be talking, women everywhere, children, you can't even count them. So when I met, I say, that your father? Hey, the man, the man
and that Marike, you can even think of the strength of satisfying the 11.
I was like, so if my husband say, oh, yo, I'm not, I know tired today, I say, I see you now. You don't even fit beat your father. You don't even reach to talk of beating your father. So those are they know, they would be able to tell you, like Mel is telling us from the inner, as an insider, you understand? She will say, yeah, if you come outside, hey. And there's another family in my community. The man was the only son. So the mother made sure they married 3 wives for him. He had at the time, I think they lost it, maybe 1 person or 2. He had about 22 children. If you see them in our community, they are 6 feet plus in height. Just 2 out of those 22 were, the man's size. The man was a short man. He made sure he married tall women. So all of them were giving birth to huge kids. So when you see them on the inside, from our outside, you say, hey, these people, ew. But if you come inside, forget the story.
Wow.
Everybody's fighting according to their mother. You understand? But at the end of the day, you will still find those that you have allies with that will support you. Those that were, there are some people that are naturally kind. You understand? I think the second wife got better, relationship with the third wife. You understand? So their children had better relationship growing up. The second wife's children took care of the third wife's children because their father was already getting old. So it all depends. Different dynamics. But then women were not heard. Not today that we all have certificates. I got this degree, I have that. No. No.
Do
Imagine.
you know who I am? Do you know who I eat?
I'm on doing something, Mama.
I'm hungry.
Again.
She's hungry. Oh God, man. Ha, constant space, a mine, married 3. We heard of the inside fight. Olivia said, my grandfather married 7.
You
Wow.
see?
You
You
see?
see? And then those people, they have more authority than me in that in that space. But I will really applaud my father. My father refused. He had every opportunity to marry many because his mother brought in 3 women for him to marry after my mother. The first one, because my mother first had a son, then 2 daughters. They married a wife that my mother was giving birth to girls. The first son died, so remaining 2 daughters. There 3 daughters, sorry, 3 daughters. They married a wife. Then again, I married another wife. So the woman married 3 women for my father. My father refused to go back to the village because of that. And at the end of the day, he told his mother, the next time you try this, count me out as a son. So, things happen, you understand, for people to get into that situation. When my father passed,
So the women left or what?
The 2 of them, they will stay there 3 months. The man never show face. Why you don't go carry your bag, Waka? You will carry your bag, you leave now. But the last one did not go. The last one, what my according to story, what my father did was he asked the younger brother to marry this one, maybe to make mama happy. You understand? That was how they married a wife for the brother that was less than 25 at the time. I'm telling you, to make their mother happy, so that another person will start giving birth to children, and maybe we'll have more sons that will make their mother happy. So things happen, a lot of things, but the bottom line is we are now educated, you understand? And a lot of us, we've seen the horrors that our mothers went through. We don't want to live that horror anymore, because in the eye of the public, you understand, people think it's all rosy, but those that experience it, they don't want to go.
Just like my mother will always be praying. She said, none of my children will marry a second wife. I say, okay.
You see, that's the thing. The 3rd wife is a fire. My grandmother is a peacemaker and without problem, you see. So when you look at it, a lot of people, they had experiences, you understand, and they wouldn't want their children to go into it. That's why the whole thing started cutting down. And the church people, the priests, hey, they are now doing the utmost, if I will put it that way, by making sure that the couple coming to wed have a marriage license from the court before they get wedded in the church. And that's making it, cementing that relationship to be a one man, one woman.
And they said that their main purpose, that even if the man marries his second wife and something happen, at least the first wife will have age, whether she have children or not. You know how in Nigeria or Africa, that if a man marries and he didn't get, if the wife doesn't have children and something happens to the man, the way they will now treat the woman and all that.
But that doesn't still save anything. No, it doesn't still save anything for widows. It doesn't. It doesn't help at all. The tradition, if they want to go in that route, the tradition is still the tradition. You understand? Them making people to go to court and get certificate because they wed them can't even come close to that, because you're not going to deal with people with the church. You're going to deal with the man's family, and the man's family, they will lay hold on what? On their tradition. What did the tradition say? That's when you start here.
But when if the woman takes it a step further, these days that when they start frustrating all these widows and all that, they would go to court and all that, and the courts can
go to
prevail over the culture.
Depends, though. It depends. Some community, they're well respected, and even the politicians, they have their own connections. So by the time you're doing that one, the head of the community is calling these people, telling courts to drop the case. What can you do? Is it not Nigeria or Africa?
No, even let's assume this person is not connected and everything. Even if they go to court, if they go to court, don't forget our custom and tradition are recognized by the courts as the way of life. Is recognized in the court. The only thing that will make a difference if that woman's name is on the landed properties document, then the court will now say that the husband recognized her. That's why he added her name in the land document, and for that reason she will get a part. But they will still recognize the norm, the custom.
Okay, now then what are you now saying is the essence of the court marriage now?
I don't know why the church is doing that. To me, it doesn't really make any
because even if the man marries, the only thing is that he can only wed one, right? He can wed one in the church. Then that is church rule. That is one man, one wife. You can only wed with one. But traditionally, you can marry many. So what's the essence now? The man can still marry?
The church is doing it to like deter the men from getting into another man.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. But it doesn't hold anything. If they want to get married to second or third wife, they will not, like Mercy Ahibe's husband is remembering that he's a Muslim man. Then they will tell you I'm a traditionalist. That if not for your church people, I wouldn't have gone to the
culture.
That I want to have. They will just by force. You understand? No one will decide the case. Of course, our son. Imagine our son. You're trying to tie him.
With his money.
Thank you. You know, so the thing is that we should just continue to thrive. Like International Women's Day is coming up. I think somebody said on the 8th. We should try. I always like to encourage my fellow women. You know, I believe in women lifting others. You understand? If you hold my hand, I can be able to grab another person's hand. If you have anything that you think you can offer to that person, if you have opportunity, offer that help. You might be saving a soul. Look at Ruth. Somebody ran to her for counseling. She's not gonna lock her door against the woman. She's going to take one or two things we said today in this discussion and encourage that woman. You understand? And again, if somebody is going through a particular situation like that Ruth's story, that's not the best thing we should do is to allow the person to heal. The person should always make decisions by themselves. You understand? Exactly. What they want to do. There was somebody, my friend, you understand, she's now in Canada. We were at the bank together in Nigeria before I left. So on their marriage day, you think they are a perfect couple. They met in the university and all of that. When my mother saw them, then they visited my house in Lagos. My mother saw them. My mother was praises of them. Hi, Omaka together. You know, there was the ideal thing. Young people, you know, we are still in the bank. She was already getting married. And then when she was the one that took care of the whole thing. So that will be another topic of another day. Women founding their marriages and then the men don't respect them and all of that. So eventually, the man had no job. We were all talking to our management to see if they can hire this guy. The girl she did everything a good wife could do to make sure her husband gets a job, you know, contribute to the family. She will buy a car. The husband is driving. She rented a duplex in Lagos, paying the bill, but she will tell people that her husband is the one taking care of it, except the inner carcass that knew what was going on. Then the man now got a job, you know, I think oil servicing kind of job, started traveling overseas. That's when he remembered that man. Started getting involved. He traveled to Kenya. He will hook up with a Kenyan lady. Kenyan lady will go to Facebook and tell the wife, I'm with your husband, that I'm the other lady. So women go through a lot and they try to stomach it. They try to cover up because of what the society will say. Then when the man came back, the man will still beat her on top, give her black eye, month after month, year after year, until one day she will call me on the phone. We'll talk and talk. I say, I'm not going to tell you to leave your husband. It's not my duty. It's you that is wearing these shoes and you know exactly how it hurts. If I tell you, I can't tell you, okay? If you're looking for me to say, it's time to move on, you're not going to hear it from my mouth. But you can discuss this with your mother and hear her opinion based on her experience and everything and know what she has to tell you. Then eventually, 5 years down the line, the girl couldn't take care of it, couldn't bear it anymore, because what the guy did was now to move in with another lady in Lekki. While they live in mainland, he works in Lekki. So he moved in with his sugar mama in Lekki, and then will not come back home. So when the girl looked at her life, she said no, that she can't continue. And then if he comes home eventually, you dare not ask him where he's been. He will beat her in front of the children. So the kids saw a lot. They were so traumatized, if I will put it lightly. Then when the girl decided to move, she left Nigeria, ran to Canada with her kids. By the time the man got home, the man didn't see her. He didn't even bother. Didn't see the children. He didn't bother because she didn't pack everything. So the items were still there. She was only able to like gather the few things. So first day, second day, she didn't even make any attempt to call anybody. Then eventually, after the fourth day, he now called the girl's sister. Where is this person? Where are my children? The girl now said, you asking me about your wife. Are you not supposed to be the one telling me about my sister? You understand? So when she came overseas, she lied low because she was still struggling with a lot of trauma. She tried to like find a way, counseling, and trust over Igbo people. They sabi how to organize counseling immediately. Once they discover that you're traumatized, she got help from the Catholic Church in Canada. They started talking to her, praying with her and all of that. Now her life is getting better. So what I'm bringing this testimony to is, if we see somebody hurting so badly, the thing I would advise, tell the person, you are the one in this game. Don't rely on somebody's advice. Know what is best for you and your children. The only thing I told her was, it's only he who is alive who will talk about where are my kids. If you die in the process, is your children for another woman. So know what is good for you and know what to do. Don't expect anybody, not even me, to tell you, I think it's high time you packed. So that's what I'm going to say here. And I really want to thank all of you immensely. Thank you guys so much for being my co-hosts. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I don't take this for granted. Thank you guys. And for everybody that participated in the chat room, thank you guys so immensely for your opinion, for your, I would say, really your opinion and suggestions, and for everything we've discussed today. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And for the likes of Mercy, the side chicks, they should be very far away from our homes, from our husbands, and from everything that relates to us. Everybody we know. We don't want to hear the story of side chick, the story that beat the eye. No, we don't want to hear that. So on that note, I'll be wrapping up. Is anybody willing to share one or two things before we call it a day?
It's been an amazing one with you. You've really done justice to this LS. Your points, the contributions and everything. I really learned a lot from other people. You know, when we come to LS like this, people share their opinion, people share their own sense of reasoning. We learn from each other.
Absolutely.
So I think it's great. I will keep supporting each other, especially women. Keep supporting each other. You know, that is why divorce now, like people no longer see anything in being divorced. Before, they say she don't come up from marriage, all those things. They will now be like shaming the person that way. But these days, it's the person that come up for marriage that knows where it pinches the person most.
Absolutely.
So if you are not there, you might not understand. So I think once somebody said, I am done, we should just respect the person's opinion, because that is no type person join together with anybody in this world.
Nobody, the follow person, go.
Yes, I was going to do an LS if marriage, or how do they even say it? If marriage qualifies a woman or what? I know there was a right language for it.
Yeah, there is was that a plus or something? Is marriage an advantage to a woman?
Advantage to a woman. So I was going to do it because, just like you said, is somebody that is alive that will live to even bear children, that will even marry. So once it's me, I'm not a fan of preaching of divorce and all that. But once it's your life threatening, find your own way. So
Absolutely. If you
it's
see that, my
really
friend,
nice.
she was those days a unique lady P. Oh, those were horrible. If you know the way you get a call, you'll be afraid to even pick your phone and answer. Because before
Imagine.
she called, she would send her pictures, her black eyes, her children crying. I was like, and it's not once. It's not so. The guy at some point, when she got to Canada, she didn't want to contact me because she knew the guy might, get in touch with me. So she didn't contact me for over 6 months.
So that your conscience will be clear when you are lying.
Honestly, so I was like, say, no, you should have told me that I said, no, I didn't want to get you involved. I just wanted everybody to know I acted on my own.
Yes, that
Honestly,
was right.
the lady was completely broken. And to come to think of it, you picked this guy, college boyfriend, without any job. You started from the scratch. If you see their wedding, you would think, yeah, that perfect couple. But from their wedding, I noticed something was wrong. She said, why didn't I tell? I said, well, it's not in my page. That even my niece, because my niece was staying with me at the time, my niece was telling me that, can I see how the mother of the groom was behaving? And it has to do with
cold shoulder.
You understand? About food. Why are they trying to tell us? Is it because of what? Trying to make people understand that their own son did not even contribute to the wedding. Then she did all of that. She couldn't win their hearts. I mean, then on top, you'll be getting beaten, emotionally abused, physically abused. No.
That was why they said a man's reality is seen when he has
money.
rich.
When he has money.
Yes.
That's just it. That's what do you know? She told me they went I think they went for inauguration of a governor. The man left her in the car and was busy getting it with another woman behind another car.
Imagine.
See,
how terrible.
Women don't see things, you understand? People don't even look like what they've been through. When she woke up, it was 3 a.m. She realized she was still sleeping in the car. Now started looking, where is my husband? You understand? Only for her to open the door and then see the man with a lady adjusting themselves. So,
imagine. Oh, yeah, that sometimes some people will tell you they're in love and that love is blind. Sometimes even before marriage, there were some red flags that a woman should see.
Thank you.
Like in courtship, I know that in courtship you might not be able to pick everything because some people after the marriage they change. Yeah, but then there are red flags in marriage. Any woman sponsoring a wedding is already a red flag. There was something that Blessing CEO said. He said they don't marry a broke guy. Then she now went ahead to define who is a broke guy. That a broke guy is not somebody who doesn't have money in his pocket, but somebody who doesn't have plans, you understand? Who doesn't think, who doesn't have focus, who doesn't have goals, you understand? You see? So it's not like somebody that don't have money in his pockets is a broke guy, no. But then
what you're saying now, I asked the lady, you said you guys were in the same university. She said yes. You were college boyfriend. I mean college. They call it college, a university boyfriend. She said yes. I said, can you answer one question from me? Do you mean to tell me that all the while you people were dating, this guy never raised his hand on you? She now said that he did. I said, you see, once a man beat you the first time, he go repeat him. Once a man hits you and then come back with some rose flower or whatever to ask you, I'm sorry, he's gonna do it again.
And any man that can beat you while in a relationship, this one I never marry you, they beat you.
That's the thing. I said, she said that she was in love. That I said, okay, now you are out of love. You know?
Or may go have Vamnaya.
Or Mary Vamnaya can be Anambra State or Vamnaya. But I'm
Oh
really,
God
if
in
you see their
heaven.
children when they had their first kid, no, their second child, because the first kid was born in Nigeria. The second one was here. They came here to give birth. So I was the one that made the announcement on social media for the first child. This woman over 11-pound baby. So she's not even going just through about emotionally. She went through hell. She could have died in any of those pregnancies because her kids are huge babies. You understand? Then after everything, you continue to beat her, continue to demean her as if she's not human. Your mother, your sister, because they've now started seeing money that their brother is now working in an oil company. He has money. Hey, poverty is a disease. Oh, and
See, it's poverty that used to, both men and women, it's poverty that used to make people humble. Poverty makes people to be humble. Once they are rich, once they start getting money, that's when you see their true self. So Rosie is back. Rosie said, I guess I should listen to the message, not the messenger. Exactly. See, Blessing CEO used to make a lot of sense, but sometimes that's why I ask people, when you come to social media, filter your information. I follow Blessing CEO, but not everything she talk that I filter what I take from her. So you can listen to the message from her. Don't say some people they get coins for head. They go teach they go teach left today. Tomorrow they will teach right. Just like the one she just said the day before yesterday. Me, I know even one hear her. The other day
my
she was
sister,
teaching
one
that
of my sister follows her. I don't follow her, so she will be coming to tell me the things Blessing is discussing. I say I no one listen to Blessing.
the other day she was teaching that a woman should be dependent on herself. If you cannot pay transport, if you cannot, like, she discussed if it is the responsibility of a man to take care of a lady, right? So she was saying that a lady should be dependent, look for something, get your money and all that. And day before yesterday, she started posting, if you go on a date, you must collect transport. You must collect. Any man who did not give you transport is not man enough. Then yesterday, she now posted a picture. Hey, see money, I don't go date. They don't give me transport. I say, which one we want follow, I beg?
The girl is so confused, but she's making money from controversy. So I just
Yes, now it's just be
leave them.
controversial. It's from controversy. She's making her money now.
Yeah, I don't listen to her. I don't follow her. Not even in any handle. I don't follow her because sometimes you just have to be careful what you feed in your soul, because that her talk sometimes makes me very angry. She hasn't come out to tell us who gave her the certification that she's saying certified therapist or whatever she calls herself.
Relationship therapist.
So she hasn't said which school.
Exactly.
Which school gave her the
Exactly.
certification. So based on that, I don't follow her. There was something that happened to me when I started YouTube. And this lady will always come. I don't want to mention her name here because I don't want to, she's a big YouTuber now. Every day she will come and tell, if you're in a relationship and your husband is cheating, at least he's just cheating, that he's not beating you, he's not stay there. So she kept on doing similar things. She would come somehow. One day I couldn't just take it anymore. I went to the comment section. I said, see, I don't I said by myself, I said, well, I'm not a relationship expert, so I can't give those kind of advice to women, that you should be careful what you tell people. For the fact that you can tolerate cheating does not mean every woman on the street can tolerate cheating. So if you don't have certification, do not give advice. Because if you will overseas and you're saying that and somebody followed your advice and get in trouble, you will sue you for liability. But because
even those that have the certificate, they also make mistakes sometimes.
And they will tell you, look, there are clauses. You understand? But this one you can't emphatically come and tell people that if your husband is cheating, at least he's not smoking Igbo, at least he's not beating you. You should just know that's his own vice and tolerate it.
Okay.
Hey, when I finished writing, she said, she now come to my comment and said, well, I don't know it all, but that is my opinion. If you think you can go and do your own video.
You know what happened is that what I've seen in this social media is that a lot of people want to impose their opinion on people. and they want to like use their knowledge, their head knowledge to make money and like run things. Like, you know, in science, you have law, you have theory, you have all these things, hypothesis. But then they will just come up with their own opinion, their own sense of reasoning. They want people to learn it like this is a law. It's
Yeah.
not.
I
It's
told
not.
that if you don't have certification, if you're not a certified relationship expert, please watch the advice you give people on your platform. For the fact that you can tolerate a man cheating on you does not mean Janet can tolerate it. Does not mean I can take it. You understand?
It's just cheating. By the time the man will carry one go, no can give person.
Forget gono can even be treated. You understand? Heartbreak, Inko. How will you treat heartbreak? You know, gono can be treated, but how do you treat your emotional destruction? You know, it can take you more than 10 years. You're still battling depression and anxiety. You're not out of it. And that's why a lot of people commit suicide overseas. Yes, because they can't come out from that situation. So, and the way she reacted on me, since that day, I said, no, I'm not going to tell this person the truth. Those are the people that don't want to.
Our Nigerian people don't see anything about litigation and all those things. They don't.
They don't
understand think that anything, anybody can say anything. Anybody has a solution to everything.
Every problem. So you can accept.
For me, something that surprises me about that lady is she's not open to have a conversation. You know, you cannot call yourself a relationship therapist and you don't want to have an open conversation. She once said something that every woman is a prostitute or something like that. And I went on her Instagram and I told and I commented, she said, the next thing, I will block you and all of that. And I was going to say, speak for yourself. You know, you cannot say everybody is. If you are, not everybody is.
See,
you know, so we were on YouTube, they were talking about her, and I said, I don't really listen to that lady. I follow her on Instagram, but a lot of times, and I said 90% of the time, she doesn't make any sense. Only 10%. And a lot of people felt some type of way, you know.
Yeah. You know, all these social media influencers.
And I was like, well, that's my own opinion. Until today, some of those people that were on that live stream, when they see me, I noticed they are kind of somehow, probably because they really do like her. And I was like, I didn't insult or anything. I just said 90% of the time, she's not making sense. So that's just it.
Well, beautiful ladies, it's been an amazing time. We just started all over again.
Yeah, Rosie is busy saying some things here. Let me just read some of the things Rosie said. Rosie said, no wahala. She's from the village next to mine. So now almost village girl. I followed Blessing since her days of her relationship vlog. Her head not too good.
Exactly.
Zube said, I don't listen to her. I don't even follow her. So to talk more of listening to her. Then Rosie said, yes, so she's making money. Her YouTube videos do so well. YouTube, they recommend her videos. I have stopped following her. You see, she's thriving on controversy, but again, our people are so gullible that some of them don't even, filter what follow it head on and go and cause confusion in their marriages. We should, when you want to take advice from someone about marriage, look at that person. Is she married or is he married? How has she been successful in her own marriage to advise you about relationship? Okay, if she's no longer in marriage, does she have a relationship with somebody and have kept that relationship for 2-3 years to say, yes, she has an authority? Or if she's claiming to be certified, Biko, tell us the university or the college or the mental institution that gave you that certification so that people like me can be able to say, yeah, she got some sense she's making. I don't follow her. I don't want to be confused because I can get angry so quickly when you're giving people horrible information that you have no authority on. Just like my story with that YouTuber. And I try to advise her for the fact that your husband can cheat and you accept it does not mean A, B, C, and D can take it. Stop giving people those kind of advice. Okay, you don't know what is their relationship deal breaker. It could be a cheating issue. It could be a smoking thing. It could be a drunk man. You understand? People. Anyway, let me just leave it.
And again is I believe when it comes to marriage, it's not what works for Mr. A that works for Mr.
Thank
B.
you.
Because everybody we have different individuals in a union. You understand? Because you have your preferentials. You have what you can tolerate. You cannot come and tell me what works for you in your marriage. Oh. Like I tell you, that if I come to tell you now that I am my husband, we are having loggerhead and all this, and you come and tell me do it like this, do it like this. Is my husband your husband? Are
Thank
they
you.
of the same personality?
Thank
So
you.
you could not. That's why they said marriage doesn't have any
No book.
mathematical.
There is no book to that. It doesn't have any textbook. Yeah,
You just
this
go
is
with your head.
this is marriage
Just go
manual.
with your head.
Marriage manual. Read it, and you have a perfect relationship. You know, sometimes there is this popular guy in the US, Steve Harvey. He has written a lot of books about relationship, and then he has had 5 failed relationships. You understand? But he's an authority. He said, "Yes, I can advise you better because I've been into all of those 5 relationships." People know what goes for them and what they are, thriving on. So Blessing see you, for example, she has found her controversial page and she's doing exceptionally well. But people should be able to use their God-given brains and sense what is good for them and their relationship, knowing that what works for Yo-Yo and her husband might not work for Unique Lady P, might not work for Vivian, might not work for Vanessa. You understand? We are different, like you said, wired differently by God. So we should act accordingly what works in our own union. Uzube is still here. She's here saying wow and all of that. And Rosie said that Blessing Blessing. She said she know they intelligent enough to have conversation. Okay, she's responding to Mel when Mel said that she doesn't accept her conversation. So that's what it is. You ladies are amazing. Let's do this another time. Chai, I don't want to go. I told my big daughter to go and fix lunch for the sister.
This guy gives baby food though. The one that was crying, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, mommy. If you see where I did basement though, so that nobody can disturb me. This is where my office is. But she came all the way to come and trouble me. Thank you guys so immensely for sharing this day with me and for all your contributions. I really, really, really appreciate them all. Those Vivian, please. I hope that your reaction video goes out today. That the gist is still hot. So
yes, I will try and put it up today.
Okay, so you can get some people to watch the video. And then, like I said, let's be women that help each other to climb. Let's help each other in every little way we can. It could just be like you guys came to support me today. It could just be like us sharing each other's videos. It could just be a word of prayer if somebody is going through something. It could just be anything that you can do. If you see a content that can be beneficial to somebody, especially when it's not your kind of content, you can share. You understand? Don't hold it. No, share.
Some people are coming late, so when we are closing.
Hey, see my dancer of the year.
You're coming late. When
your video, I watched your video about 2 a.m. my time yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing. I laughed myself to sleep.
Videos are great. Just that I don't get her notification. For me to watch her videos, I search for her videos.
Thank you. That's what's happening to me. I don't get her notification. So it was a suggestion. I went to somebody's page, so I saw it on a community page. That was how I got. Maybe
but you are really trying. You're operating with Europe time. I know it's not easy.
My dear.
Because me, I don't visit them, but they feel I don't want to visit them. I don't get any notification.
And what you do, Vivian? Somebody said that you just have to unsubscribe and subscribe again. That maybe that will help because YouTube don't send her notification. Princess Beyond, I don't even get notification at all from Princess Beyond, and I don't know why it's like that. I don't know.
My God.
I was saying that before. I noticed it. Some of my people say, I saw my subscribe this thing removed from them. When I visit them, I'll see it red again. I say, I was supposed to, because sometimes when I don't see people notification, I go look for them when I think about them.
Mine is not red.
Mine is not red, but notification. No, It has
I don't.
happened before. It happened to Da Sylvia Ono. She came on her community page and made the announcement. If you're not getting my notification, please find a way to my channel. That
Even
was
Lily
last
Pope,
year.
I just started visiting Lily Pope, I think 2 days ago, for months.
You
Like it was
see?
2 days ago, I said to myself, but no, I just remembered her because though I wasn't really finding her videos more interesting anymore because of this TTC thing that she's always, me, I want
Yeah.
positivity. But anyway, apart from that, I just wanted to still be supporting her because of her kind of personality. So 2 days ago, what was her name? Uche Wenzi, that great woman of God, God will bless her. She always visits me. I saw on her post that she was celebrating her. I said, "Oh my goodness, Lily Pope." Because it's been months I've not gotten her notification. So I just ran immediately. In fact, I even had to stop watching Uche Wenzi's video, and then I ran to Lily Pope's video, like her last upload, to watch her before I now later came back to watch to finish the one I was saying before, the Uche Wenzi's own. So
Beautiful lady, sorry to cut you guys. Have a nice weekend. It's been
yeah,
an
Thank you so
amazing
much,
time with
Unique
you
Lady
all.
P. Same here, same here.
unique,
The love is
unique
mutual.
Lady P. I will visit you
Yeah,
right.
this was fun.
Yeah.
Vivian,
Yes.
maybe I should just tell you my mind, or I should just leave it.
Please, no, you tell me your mind,
Mind
please.
teller. Mind teller.
Tell me your mind, I beg. You should, eh?
You
My
said you were
mind
going
has
to
the wrong
visit. You know,
idea
you
about
know, you know, you know. I don't even know if our path has crossed for a very long time.
oh,
Because when we are rolling, maybe sometimes some things happen for a purpose. For us to be up here, for
yeah,
Yo-Yo to even have this live stream, maybe it's for a purpose. When
yes.
we are rolling, I think we got a log ahead, and I just stopped visiting you.
When
Seriously,
was
I
that?
watched your video up till when you lost your channel, up till when you created new channel. We used to meet in that the Bellas this thing, but along the way, I think
Oh,
we
my
had
sister.
log ahead.
So
You were
sorry.
owing me 5 bananas when we are still rolling.
Oh
And I
my
kept
goodness.
asking you. You kept ignoring me. I just forget about you. I
Really?
said I would
I will
never
never
ask you
ignore.
and I would
Hold
never
on, my
visit
sister.
you.
Hold
Let me
on,
just tell you.
hold on, my sister. I will never.
Banana has caused a lot of problems on
Yes,
YouTube.
oh, oh,
That's why
no
some people say
problem.
no
My
more
sister.
sub for sub
Please let
anymore.
me write down your name. I'm going to give you your. I don't have.
So
But I'm going to use my husband has 2 accounts. I'm going to use his accounts. My daughter's
no, you
ID.
don't need to give me bananas. No problem. We have already since I've just said it now. Oh, you understand what I said?
Yeah,
I said
she's
maybe it was
mentioned.
just for this purpose that we are up here for a long time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
I'm so
Because if
sorry.
you even watch when you will be contributing, I've not even like I was like, okay, or maybe because the first time I watched your introduction, like I could just relate to your personality in your first introduction. In the other video, I was following you in your other channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Because there was how you made that your introduction, like it was very difficult starting this channel. You made a lot of mistakes. I was like, wow, this is me. I could just relate. So I
But
was
see,
following you
unique
along the
lady
way. But
P,
after that log
I
ahead,
get
I
people
just say,
is scared.
Biko, maybe we are not just meant to be friends or whitey.
no,
So
my sister.
No,
Let me tell you something. Unique, Lady P. Do you know that struggle I had 2 years ago, I still have it? If you see now, like when Oyoyo started this live stream, the way I was talking earlier on is quite. I am more relaxed now. I still struggle staying like when I just get that
she
camera.
says it unique. She said it even in her videos sometimes. She
mm,
says it.
I have the struggle sometimes. I don't go even speak English. Even if I'm using pidgin English, the words won't be coming. I still
Yeah.
struggle, my sister.
She says that.
Forgive
mm.
me.
Mm,
Forgive me.
yeah.
Oh, no
Okay, forgive
problem.
me.
She's
You
a
see
sweet,
Oyoyo here. Oyoyo,
person.
they study that she educates me every
She's
time.
a
You know how
sweet
many
person.
times Oyoyo has called me. She will correct
No,
me. She
I
will
still watch your videos sometimes, but I don't comment. I just
Now I'm
when I
going
see
to
your
tell you
video,
something
I
now.
don't
You
comment
see,
because I
Oyoyo,
say,
most of the
okay, oh,
videos
maybe
I
this
have in my
this one.
channel, I have a lot of videos in my channel, especially those about sports that I got like more than 4K views, 7K views, all thanks to Oyoyo.
Mm,
Oyoyo called me to tell me, Vivian, jump on this trend. You have to start
yeah.
doing videos like this, you know. So me, I learn a lot. So because I know I have a lot to learn. Even while the other lady was speaking before, I told her, I said, I'm going to like call you. Like I want to be composed, not even composed. Me be more relaxed while talking. because it's not easy for me, especially when I'm talking to people I don't know. You understand? I back
The same thing happened to me. Like when you told that lady Nzube that she's so composed, I say, hey, see
Some people
also
don't
for
even
the
call me
same
illiterate
shoe.
self. They don't call me illiterate self because of the way I sometimes talk. I'm not able to, like, because by the time I start talking and the words will just go around, I'll talk this, everything all together. So my
But
sister,
do you guys know in secondary school, Unique, I don't know if you can relate. In secondary school those days, you call some people in front of the class to say something, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't remember what to say. Even their name self, they will even remember.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll be
Even
looking,
at university, when we
they'll
are
be
doing
looking at the
seminar
teacher. The
and
teacher will be shouting
presentations, some
at them.
people they'll be
Yes,
murmuring.
it's stage fright.
exactly.
Some people they'll be murmuring. You won't hear any word coming out of their mouths.
Ogochukwu, no, but Ogochukwu, what are you saying, sister? Now I watched your video. You are the most composed person so far. Your English is so fluent now.
I don't know how Ogochukwu used to. I don't know how
Don't mind
Ogochukwu used to
Ogochukwu.
feel this thing like this. So if they
No,
talk of people where don't they
she has
compose, or God go
perfected the
say
art.
she know they
Ah.
compose.
This
And
last
Ah.
video,
Ogochukwu,
she
I
has
will have to tell you
perfected the
something.
art.
Your
I said
videos give joy to people. Your videos
I'm
are
going
just
to look for a way to ask you, Ogo, I beg, are you taking lessons on how to do these videos?
It's not, so it's her personality. And God don't just bless her.
I don't know how she does it.
Yes, eh? Ogochukwu, God don't bless you finish, eh?
Honestly, and those videos are, because the world is actually going through a lot right now. A lot of people are depressed. So people need to laugh. People need to
Oh.
let me even tell you guys a secret. When I was coming out this morning, I didn't know what to discuss. I had to go and ask my husband, do you think I should talk about Ukraine? The man said,
Voila.
if you're talking about Ukraine, make sure you get your facts right. I say, well, politics, nobody will even come because people are not interested in politics.
Exactly.
There is a lot going on already. People want to relieve their attention. I said, okay. By the time I came down from my room, I was still thinking about when I got to to my office in the basement. I said, okay, the topic, what am I going to write? So it was a battle, and thank God I really chose this topic because you can see how women came out
Yes,
to share
yes.
their opinion. You understand? Share, their deepest of it, their experiences, and even those affecting people they know and all of that. So I can't thank any of you less. I want to
Okay,
thank
it's been an amazing time. I
Yes.
have a call I want to return. Vivian, nice time with you too.
Vivian, if I don't see your video in the next five hours, I'm going to leave you a voice message, please.
No, Mama, you know me now. I always obey you because your advice don't help me a lot on my channel. So I'm going to do it like right away.
Yo is amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, now. Bye.
You,
Ogo, I see you, sis.
Ogo,
Thank you all.
I love you, sis.
Oh, God, I'm so
nice
sorry.
weekend to you.
Here for over 3 hours, Ogo. Please pardon us.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, Nzube, Vivian is a YouTuber. Please, her name is Vivian's World. Vivian's World. That's her YouTube name. She actually has 2 channels, but she's working on Vivian's World right now. So you can check out. Let me how will I search for her name now at Nzube? Let me give you that. Vivian is a very sweet Vivian's World. So look her up. You're gonna find her. Thank you all. Angel, thank you so much for jumping in right now. We're actually rounding up. We've actually been here for over 3 hours and 45 minutes. So we are saying goodbye. Nzube, much respect. Thank you so much, beautiful young lady. I really, really appreciate you. Ogom, thank you so much. And thank you for your content. Is a stress reliever. You don't know, but it is. Thank you so much for your YouTube content. It's very original. I really love them. Thank you so much, Angel. Yes, we are signing out actually. Thank you so much, Angel, for joining us right now, but unfortunately we can't continue. Thank you all. You guys are amazing. For all the people that contributed today, both in the chat section and on the platform, much love. I appreciate each and every one of you. So we're gonna do it again another Saturday. Thank you guys so much. You have a good night's sleep, and my afternoon is just beginning. It's my 2 p.m. So let me go tidy up 1 or 2 things. Thank you guys. Ciao, ciao.